Oh, Lord. Receiving content. Have we received the content, YouTube? We have. We're live.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hello. My name is Tony, I think, from Strange Egg, and here's my bestest bud in the whole wide world.
That's me. I'm Stefan, and Tony's my best bud in the whole world.
And we're gonna watch Kickassia live because we hate everything. And because it's enjoyable to watch our good pal Douglas Walkington himself just fail horribly. Now, before I show you guys this this film, I need to point out a nifty bit of trivia which you can find on the IMDb page for this movie, which says, according to Brad Jones and Phelan Portis in their commentary, many of the continuity errors in the film were done intentionally to establish the lack of seriousness and annoy nitpickers. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means anytime there's an error in the film, and you say, wow, that looks bad, they can then use the defense of, bro, it was on purpose. Now... We
were just ironic shitposting, you know?
I was only pretending to be retarded, guys. So let me just give you guys a little bit of a rundown. If the cringe and satire are on basically the same plane of existence, which is to say, if the satire is so bad that there's no difference between that and cringe, that you don't know it's satire, it's just fucking cringe. So any of these continuity errors, if they're not really obvious, they're gonna be cringe. So let's put on this goddamn movie. We're using Watch Together to watch this film. So it may be buggy because this site is a little jank.
There we go.
That classic channel also logo. Tony, why does the quality look so bad, you thinking? Because it always looked this bad.
Yeah, this is how Doug, the filmmaker Walker, intended. He made the choice for this quality.
Kickassia, a micronation, to be precise, located just outside of Reno, in Dayton, Nevada. It is a small speck of land, 1.3 acres to be exact, but through a strange loophole, it is technically considered a nation. It is run by a man named Kevin Barr, who has declared himself the proud president of this land. He has been called one curly short of the Three Stooges, but he does manage to keep order in his humble country.
So Malassia is actually real, and that guy is actually the leader.
Simple,
it's true.
Gentle land that is yet to
You
subject
let them film
itself
in
to any
his house.
intense,
I don't know why.
violence. That is where the nostalgia critic comes in.
That Doug clout.
Doug actually drew that map.
That's right.
He did a lot of the graphic design used in this film, actually, though a few of them were stolen from other people.
He drew that too, that background.
Oh yeah, he drew that painting. That Revolutionary War painting, I'm sure he drew that. It's in the museum. Ooh, nice stock fire effects.
No, Doug burned that just for the movie.
Lindsay Ellis, Lewis Lovejoy. Wow, Lindsay gets the first credit after Doug, really? I was expecting Spoonie to get that. I mean, Spoonie at this point was really big.
Remind me again, was this 2010?
This was 2010, yeah.
2010, yeah. Spoonie was the big spoon.
Tony, which stooge did you beat? God, I do not. Wait,
Very curly Mo, and then there's another stooge, the secret stooge.
The secret stooge. I want to be that one.
I don't know, dude. Jerry, my father-in-law, knows all about the Three Stooges. He has this whole plate collection that he likes to hang up.
I could not think of a whiter sentence for saying. Is this Doug singing? It is.
I hope so. I think you're right. Cinematography by Rob Walker, standing around with one camcorder. Rob Walker.
Based on a concept by Mike Machad. Oh, great. Everyone loves Mike. executive. Mike was shot again. The abusive and horribly disgusting man himself.
Doug Walker.
Edited, written, and directed by Douglas.
So do you want to talk briefly about what Channel Awesome means to you? What it means to us?
Molasses.
Molasses.
This is a real place. I guess I could when the film was a little less trying to give me the plot. Jesus. You told me this was filmed on a camcorder?
Yes, one camcorder.
One camcorder shot the whole... I believe that.
And there he is, the man of the hour.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic, online personality, and all-around spectacular guy.
Written by
I'm
Doug
fine.
Walker.
Anyway, I run a website that has all sorts of reviewers that come together and, well, review stuff. I don't like to brag, but we're pretty successful. I noticed that you have your own nation here. You must be very proud. But to be fair, it is not very big, and you're not very big. So, let's just cut to the chase here. I am going to invade you. My army is going to take you down, conquer Molossia, and take it as our own. Now, don't get any bright ideas, don't try to fight back or anything like that. My army is quite literally unstoppable, undefeatable, and of course, invincible. Where you are, well, just you. So, I'll give you 10 minutes to pack things up and piss off. Deal?
Yeah.
Why do they always want to do it the hard way?
Oh boy. You know, I actually went out of my way to look up how many creators were currently employed by Channel Awesome at the time of this film. Because
There were actually quite a lot, right?
There was quite a lot. I was trying to figure out how many of them were left out because of the drama and the fallout of Channel Awesome. Oh, there she is. There she is. So, basically anybody who was from Europe was kept out, except Filmbrain. He's always in these, for some reason.
You know, I just have to...
It's time.
I just have to wonder, does Doug's office... Did it always look like that, or did he set it up special?
What do you mean?
It's time.
He's got, like, 85 screens.
Oh, that was that was definitely for the film. There's no way he uses that many screens.
I don't know, dude. I like to imagine that he's just got, like, you know, the 85 screen setup.
I don't think Doug even knows how to plug in more than one screen at a time.
Hello?
Yeah, what does it's time mean?
What?
I don't know, you just called me up and said it's time, like I'm supposed to know what that means.
Poor
Get on the
Phalis.
wagon, Phalis! It's the takeover of Molossia!
I thought
The
this was the
takeover of
funniest
what?
shit in 2010.
Hold on, I gotta call
you?
your wife.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hey, yeah, what's this It's Time thing you're talking about?
Don't you know?
No.
Look, it doesn't matter. Just meet me in Molossia.
Where?
Hey, hold on, I got her call. Hello?
Yeah, it's 3:22 p.m.
What?
I thought you were asking what time it was.
No, I'm telling you it is time!
You know, that was a half
and that
alright
time
joke.
is 3:22 p.m.
No, I got her call. Hold on.
I have such a
Hello?
soft spot.
I'm behind you 110%
fucking Joe.
critic. Any Chick-fil-A's refusing to serve us delicious nuggets on Sundays from here
Give
on out
Joe
will be
his
blown
nuggets.
sky high!
Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Joe.
Wait, what are you
You know-
talking about?
The invasion of Molossia.
They say in like the...
Hold on,
How do I...
Hello?
What, you want to pause it?
324.
Yeah, pausing
Yeah,
this
so-
jank is so hard.
So they say, you know, in the Not So Awesome and all that Doug would constantly say, like, you know, oh, play it like a cartoon character, or oh, play it like the Nostalgia Critic would play it.
Yeah.
I think Joe just really took that to heart.
You know, it's funny that you say that. We should probably actually point out what that is for those in the audience who don't know what that is. The Not So Awesome documents.
Oh, yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, there was a series of things that came. They were all compiled into one document on Google Docs called the Not So Awesome document. And it was just a big compilation of people who previously worked with and for Channel Awesome. You know, a lot of those people you see. I mean, right now on screen you see Lewis. He's no longer a part of Channel Awesome because somebody in the audience just asked, "Who's still like with Channel Awesome?" The answer is basically no one.
Cinema Snob and Guru Larry as a joke.
No way Guru Larry's still there.
Is he? Let's check.
Please check while I give the rundown here. So the Not So Awesome document has a lot of unsavory shit in it. There's when we get to a specific character who's in this movie, I'm going to stop and we're going to pause and I'm going to explain to you that he is a man who essentially raped someone and molested more than one person. So oops, whoops. Seeing him in these movies is extremely uncomfortable and very, very unfortunate. Because there is so much about him that just makes it uncomfortable.
So,
is Guru Larry still there?
Yeah, dude, Guru Larry's in it for the long haul.
I love that. So, when this Fallout was coming out, like when the Channel Awesome, Not So Awesome documents were actually being added to actively, people were dropping like flies from Channel Awesome. They were, cutting it out. They were leaving. There was only 2 people left, besides Doug, of course. You know, that guy with the glasses. Guru Larry, Bundy Larry Jr., who most people did not even know was affiliated with Channel Awesome or was on their, like, hired by them. Because he basically was never invited to do anything, and they never once offered him a crossover or, like, asked him to do anything. So he got really big on YouTube just completely by himself. And when Channel Awesome was fucking imploding a few years ago, everyone was like, "Larry, are you gonna leave?" And Larry just stayed. He made a bunch of tweets. He's like, "I'm staying because I think it's hilarious. I want to be the last one here." But unfortunately for him, the Cinema Snob, who's also in this movie, he's still affiliated with Channel Awesome. The only reason he is because he's personal friends, like, with Doug and Rob and all of them. Like, he's not going to betray them because those are his friends, even though there's a lot of, like, really unfortunate stuff. So Larry, I don't think Larry is going to be the last one standing unless Cinema Snob actually for real dies in real life.
Alright, so since we're just on the subject of Not So Awesome, I actually have it up.
Oh, cool.
So I can briefly touch on the anniversaries and the whole deal with them.
Okay.
So nobody was paid to be in this movie.
Yes, I was about to bring up, so
yeah.
Phalis, the guy who called back the Nostalgia Critic first, with the blue shirt I think he had on, Phalis did almost all of the special effects for these anniversary films and was never compensated for them and was doing extra work just because they made him do it, essentially. But sorry, keep going.
No. So their lodge and travel was paid for, and meals that were during filming hours. Not during filming hours. If you want that McDouble, you gotta buy it yourself. They had no water on set. Well, they eventually got it, but they had to be told to.
Yes. Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Everybody guess who had to tell Doug that you need water on a film set in the fucking desert. Guess.
And Doug laughed at them when they said that.
Doug laughed at them, yeah. Guess which one of these people, like, out of all these people, you've actually already seen him. He was already on screen. He was one of the people in this scene who called back Doug. Guess Phalis. Nope, not Phalis. Not his brother. Not Nostalgia Critic. The least likely option. Everyone thinks it's Phalis. Phalis is a good guess. But no, it's fucking Spoonie. Spoonie has actually worked, like, on film sets before. Like, and went to college for film. So he knew.
Big Doug.
Yeah, a lot
we
of
need to stay hydrated.
A lot of the first movie, this Kickassia film, there was a lot of times where Spoonie had to tell Doug, we need food. Doug, we need water. Doug, we can't have the sun in the background of this shot. It makes everything too bright. And, like, literally every time Doug would just laugh at him because he thought he knew more than Spoonie.
I can almost understand, because, of course, Doug, being the powerful being he is, does not need food He does not need water. He does not need sleep.
I believe
so.
that. Let's
So
keep
you know,
going.
he kind
and
of forgets.
Let's keep going. We'll pause and
Yes.
talk some more later.
Four here,
God, you'll have to do it because it won't work on my
four
end.
here, but I think Spoonie's watch is more accurate.
Oh, hold on a minute. Hello?
Me again.
Sorry. Hello?
Hi, still running on confused here.
Look, it's hard to explain. Just meet me in Molossia. It's in Nevada.
Okay, I'll just walk over to Nevada.
I'll fly you there.
When?
I don't know. I can barely keep track of who I'm talking to. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta call Sean.
Who?
The epic fail guy.
Oh, yeah, he's funny.
Yes.
Who?
Hello?
3:23 p.m.
I don't remember.
Hey, Cinema Snob.
Guilty as charged.
Any chance you have Sean's number?
Your mom has Sean's number.
Shut up.
Believe it or not, Sean isn't at home. Leave a message.
Is that Doug too?
I don't know. Who the fuck is Sean?
It's all Doug.
Hello, that chick with the goggles.
Goggles? It's time.
It is?
Yes, we are taking over Molossia.
We're taking over Molossia.
I know, right? So get your stuff together and come down to...
By the way, this has been an answering machine the whole time. Leave your message after the beep.
There's so many, like...
Hello?
Oh, God.
Little Miss Gamer, I need your help. We are taking over Molossia.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'd love to, Critic, but I'm a little busy right now.
Huh? Doing what?
Yeah, I kind of got sucked into my Nintendo game.
Didn't realize we were watching
Now I have to
Captain
defeat the
N.
Mother Brain, restore order to the kingdom. And Link's been acting kind of like a jerk.
Well,
Hold on, another call. Hello?
God, this
3:24
This
p.m.
bit has
Okay,
been
look,
going
I'm
on for like
putting
5
everybody
minutes.
on
This bit has been
speakerphone.
going on for like 5 minutes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 No. I mean, yes.
Look, we're taking over the land of Molossia. I'm flying you all out to Nevada so we can prepare for the invasion.
And where are we all gonna stay?
It's okay, I booked everybody a hotel room.
It's okay, guys. Doug has a big enough bed. for
Oh,
everyone.
no, pause
Gee, I
it.
didn't see that.
Oh,
There he is.
there he is. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. We keep pausing, but I have to because if I don't, it's like my stomach feels a little uncomfortable. The guy on screen with the bright yellow warrior hat or Wario hat. His name is Juwario. Juwario was the man who essentially he molested a few female employees, essentially raped one of them.
Yep.
He was talked about in the documents extensively. He was actually, I would say, the whole Juwario thing was probably the biggest thing to come out of the documents.
Yeah, well, another big thing is that he actually passed away.
Yes.
And Channel Awesome knew about all of the things he had done, but they
Yeah.
still, like, celebrated his death. Not celebrated, but, you know, we're like, oh, he was such a good member of our community, you know, we really love him.
Yeah,
You know?
so Juwario, like Stefan said, Channel Awesome, all of the higher-ups, like Doug and Rob, so many... Phalus's face is me right now, but like all of them knew that Juwario did this because there were certain female members of the channel who told them, and they were essentially dismissed. And then Juwario killed himself, and the website had this big, huge event for it. It was a big deal. Could you imagine being friends with this guy, and then he's like raping women, and then he kills himself, and like his wife is devastated that he's died or whatever, and you make this like big sad video about how he was super good friends with you, and then years later a document comes out saying that he raped a bunch of women. That's essentially what happened to some of the people who are on screen right now. I think here we go, way in the back here with this hat. Beckett. This is Beckett the Sage. I remember Beckett had this super heartfelt video about Juwario, and for such a long years, literally from the moment it came out that Juwario shot himself. He shot himself, I believe, with a shotgun in the head. I think it was through his mouth. Beckett had a Juwario hat on his shelf. It was behind him in every single shot of his reviews for years. Bennett the Sage. Thank you, Bennett. I always say Beckett. It's Bennett the Sage. Thank you. And that just makes me so goddamn sad.
Yeah.
I would not want to be Bennett. I really wouldn't. It's
so,
No.
So who all do we have here though? Because in this one particularly, there are so many like no names that I do not remember.
Yeah, literally who's.
Yeah, call them. Horton is hearing these people because they're literal who's.
I can name a few of them.
So you got Mars Girl with the blue hair in the back.
That's got Mars Girl. We got Cinema Snob. We got Phaelus. We got Juwario, Spoonie, Film Brain, Muse, Bennett the Sage. Is that Suede?
With the mustache
to the left of Bennett. That's Suede, right?
Probably. Oh, there's Lewis. I see Lewis peeking out back there.
Oh yeah, Lewis is behind. You can always identify Lewis because he wears the same outfit no matter what fucking crossover he's doing. I think that's Lindsay right next to Juwario with the goggles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Lindsay.
I'm gonna be honest. As an editor, I'm gonna point out that if you have a phone call where you have a scene where Doug calls a woman and refers to her as that chick with the goggles, and you don't.
And the next scene.
And then the next scene, there's a girl with goggles. You're gonna think that's that chick with the goggles. That's not her, because I'm pretty sure that chick with the goggles is black. Let me just. While you're doing
that, I have no idea who the big fella in the back is. And then the guy with the headphones, he's like the sci-fi geek or the sci-fi guy.
Guy with the no, that's Muse.
That's Muse? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Muse. No, that sci-fi guy.
Yeah.
Admittedly, kind of looks like you.
A little bit.
with his hair. I don't think he's in this movie. But let's keep going. Also, someone says that's not Suede, that's Sad Panda, and you're probably right.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the Europeans that made it over here.
There was only a few of them.
You ready for the unpause you said?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh boy, I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I don't know who he is.
Excited!
Not Film Brain, I know Film Brain.
I cannot believe he dragged no idea.
Here. Tell me about it. I got American food I could be puking up right now.
That is Sad Panda, yeah.
Hey, you look familiar. Aren't you that doctor guy?
What? No.
They were all sitting on the bed in that big scene, and now they're like sitting on different beds and next to different people.
No, I mean I swear I don't.
No. You got the goggles and the.
No!
You're right. I just got by the tricky Walker Bros.
Okay.
You got by Phaelus.
That was the past.
Okay,
Spoonie, I wish you were better. I don't like where Spoonie. Who?
Oh, that's right. This fella.
I don't know that fella.
All right.
Yeah. And now he's not here.
I sure as hell hope so. We can't fit any more people.
Oh, there he is.
My God, where's 8-Bit Mickey?
I think you're sitting on him, dude.
That's okay. I didn't want to stand anyway.
All right, people. We are about to do the ballsiest thing any of us have ever done before. We are going to take over the land of Molossia.
Why?
Did they white balance any shots?
Why are we taking over Molossia? I mean, isn't it barely an acre of land?
Angry Joe in the corner.
Mars Girl, do you think anyone else here honestly has that question?
Why?
Okay. Fact is, that's our one opportunity to finally seize control of something. I mean, haven't you ever wanted to rule your own nation?
Does SimCity count?
This is our chance to finally have power.
I never noticed, but Doug's tie is patterned.
But it's
I always thought it was just solid red.
What can we do with an acre of land?
What can we do with an acre of land?
Whoa.
People, what may start as just a small acre of land will blossom into something larger than any of us can possibly imagine.
Yeah, like 2 acres of land.
You know, there's another group of people that thought like you, Linkara, and they were called Nazis! They were closed-minded, hate-filled people that just want everything their way. Are you a Nazi, Linkara?
No.
Are you a Nazi, Linkara?
No.
Because I don't want any Nazis around here.
No, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi.
Imagine being in the hotel room next to them.
Now let me tell you about a group of people that
fuck your
didn't give
wife,
up.
you know, you're
They
on
were
a nice
called
vacation,
Nazis.
but you just can't get it up because Doug's over there
They had a
screaming
crazy
about
plan
Nazis.
too.
Fucking
Everybody
Photoshop
nuts.
boy, god damn it.
But you know what? They got pretty far.
You know, I kind of like the gimmick. Call him Mr. Game & Watch, you know?
Strong.
It's a good gimmick.
A lot of people.
But I don't remember his name. I don't remember any of his content.
So that gives us a better
I didn't even remember he was in this movie.
Think about it.
know,
First
who
we
is
take
blue and white
Molossia,
shirt
and then
man?
the neighbors down the street. And then their neighbors, and then their neighbors, and then their neighbors.
I don't know.
Till we build a military force so gigantic that nobody will be able to stop us. And then we go global. First we start with Texas, then Canada, then France, and then whatever other nation stands in our way. And then...
Pudding?
The West!
Yeah.
And don't you let anyone tell you that you
Is
can't do
there a cut of this movie
So what
without
are you,
Jalario in it?
I'm not
That'd be great. They just replaced him with Photoshop Boy because he can be put anywhere.
Yes, that would have been genius. You know, Film Brain legitimately tries really hard in all these movies.
Yeah, I read a little tidbit that he actually made himself cry for a certain scene, and everyone freaked out about it because they thought he was actually
You're
upset.
the only one who can keep the Nastasia name alive. Mostly because it's in your name. Interested?
Well, I don't know. I was kind of holding out for president.
Well, that's all the vice president does.
Oh, okay then.
Cool. All right, everybody. What are we waiting for? Let's go kick some Molossia!
Close the curtain!
Yeah, they just have lots of sun.
Fuck. They didn't white balance this shot either.
Hey, Nicky.
So, this nostalgia critic guy says he might be invading our nation. What do you think?
You know, I'm not going to criticize a single thing about this guy. Cause
Yeah, Kevin does a good job.
Kevin's just a normal ass guy. That they.
I say keep our defenses high.
They probably didn't pay him, right?
They probably didn't pay him. He's just a normal dude who owns Molossia, you know? He doesn't have to be an actor like Doug, you know?
Good.
Can you close the windows? The light is blinding. Yeah, it is.
Look at these Chads.
Mm.
You think if they take it over, they'll name it Chadonia?
That'd be great.
Man, Doug looks so young. This was only 10 years ago.
We're gonna annihilate them, aren't we? We're gonna annihilate them!
Yes, Film Brain, but save your energy. You're gonna need it for all the pointless torturing we're gonna be doing.
You know, I think Doug made the conscious decision to age himself to appear natural.
That's true. Even gods are humble. Doesn't want to outshine all of us.
He seems much smaller in person.
That's because you're far away from him, jackass.
Well, he's about to get a lot closer.
Surprised Doug didn't dub over all those lines.
If this was made today, he would have, even though Malcolm would have been every single extra. Oh, Doug. Fucking Angry Joe. He tries so hard.
He does. Funny Doug loves his guns.
Kevin has a big one. Wasn't Linkara's whole thing his fucking magic gun? Where he purchased that? Why doesn't he just use it?
Maybe he hasn't purchased it yet in the lore. Maybe this is a prequel to Atop the Fourth Wall.
Didn't you have any other strategy outside
Wait,
of
when
going
did the Atop the Fourth Wall movie come
Well,
out?
I didn't think that far ahead.
I'm gonna say
You just thought up to where everyone was
2013.
in charge and you were ruling the
I could be
fucking
wrong.
world.
Yes.
I can look it
You
up.
can't just do that, critic. You have to plan these things out. You have to have a strategy, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that takes hard work. Hard work that
Okay,
we do not
2015.
have.
Yeah.
I
This is a
declare
prequel
this
to that.
sucking.
Me too, I'm out of here.
Why is Joe the main focus of the poster for Atop the... Hold on, pause it.
Wait! Do you
Okay.
dare leave?
So Linkara had his own movie called Atop the Fourth Wall, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the poster on IMDb.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, dude, Joe's
the main focal point of the poster. He's the brightest character and arguably the largest looking. Why?
Oh, I'm looking at a different What?
Wait, how many posters do they have?
Hold on. Okay, I think this one is This is the DVD cover. Okay, so the DVD cover. Let me send it over to you.
Yeah, send that over. So, it's just... Well, I mean, I'm assuming this is the official poster because when you open up IMDb, this is the first poster you see. It's just...
Well, this
we
is
watched the other movies too. Oh god. Why is Joe a Kaiji character? Oh goodness, Douglas. Oh god.
Yeah, this is the DVD.
That's the oh wow. No, the DVD that you're looking at, the DVD cover looks exactly the same as the poster I just put up, just better.
That's so weird.
It's weird because in this one, it's in this one Cinema Snob is in the middle. Why is Cinema Snob the main? I mean, I guess Lewis is on the bottom, but he's not like the main focus of the poster.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately my eyes go to Cinema Snob because he's in center frame.
Yeah.
And then Joe right above him because he's also the brightest in terms of lighting. And then way at the bottom is our favorite boy, Lewis. I want to fuck the green M&M love hog.
And then two other Lui flanking him.
Two other Lui. All right, I'll pause it.
You dare leave now in your moment of victory?
I would never leave you, critic.
I know that film brain.
Film brain is
We just need
trying.
a plan.
How about we gut them open and wear their organs as hairnets?
Nah, we'd have to get close to him first.
Oh. How about I lunge Barry over like a kamikaze bear?
Nah, I think they see that coming.
Oh.
How about a legion of spiders? They're quite small and fit in them as overhead compartments. No,
Remember that Nostalgia Critic episode?
Just want to be loved. Get out!
Remember how it was in every other episode too?
How about we use Tom's head as a battering ram?
Hey, nah, his
Okay, his name is Tom.
Maybe we can jump on him and use this turtle shell to get extra points.
That's your answer to everything.
Well, it'd work if you gave it a shot.
Hey guys, I got an idea. This might seem like a shot in the dark, but what if we just used weapons?
Nah, it's a terrible idea. Wait! I have an idea!
You know what's funny about that scene?
Gee, does it involve
That it's true to real life?
That's exactly what happens in real life. Phaelus
Angry
suggests
Joe,
an
get your
idea.
MP5s. Linkara,
And
get
then-
your magic gun. Benzai, start wrapping Barry in explosives. By God,
then
we'll
Doug
give him
says
a
it's
battle
bad,
worth
and then he
fighting
just does
for. And this time,
That's a Doug original right there.
Every single shot is so fucking bright. Why is this blue?
When you're a shining star like Douglas Walker, you know, your natural aura just brightens a whole room.
Oh, Juwario, stop. I can't look at him. When I see Juwario, I get upset. Because I think that behind, like, while everybody else is doing a scene, this movie was shot, by the way, in 4 days.
Yeah.
Let me confirm that real quick.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Principal photography for the film lasted 4 days, with all of the outdoor scenes being shot in 1 day.
Yeah.
Which means they spent 3 days. That was kind of fun. They spent 3 days doing these inside shots. God, these scenes are so long.
Yeah, because they had to have everyone. And his shirt changed to red. It was... Oh, okay. Okay, everyone's changing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there's a magic gun. Already purchased that.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Right now.
Did you guys know that this series of videos was divided into 6 parts? Would it only needed to be 3?
I hate it when somebody asks me where to start Kickassia.
For battle?
You know, like I'd recommend they skip parts like a filthy part skipper.
I'm gonna go into my bathroom right now, and I'm gonna take a photo of my fucking bathroom, and I'm gonna come back. No, keep watching, and you're gonna entertain the chat for a few minutes, and I'm gonna show you what happens when you don't fucking
summon him.
It would
white
just be
balance
this
a
one,
shot. Give me
Spoonie.
2 minutes.
Just this one, and you can go back to normal.
Normal? There's no normal. I don't even know what normal is anymore.
I wish Doug would hold me like that, honestly.
Beast raging inside of me.
All you need to do is set him free, and then once you have him under control...
Control? There is no control.
But anyway, Kickassia Part 3 is when they introduce plot holes, which are a very interesting power system. But I'm not gonna lie, I just don't think you should skip Part 1 and 2. They really... Oh, you're back, you got the...
Give this applause.
Give it
Alright.
for me.
So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I say white balance, cameras do not work like the human eye does. When the human eye enters an environment where the colors are changing due to anything, usually lighting related, the human eye will automatically adjust itself to the different lighting conditions, which is why we can kind of see things when like it's super dark, but if you took a picture, the camera would see nothing. White balancing is when you tell the camera what the color white looks like, and then it uses that to figure out what everything else in the room looks like, what reds and blacks and blues, like what all of those look like. Now, I live in an apartment that is so fucking ancient that there are no outlets in the bathroom. I've mentioned this before because it was built before fucking hair dryers and electric razors were needed in bathrooms. Now, the lights are the original light fixtures, and they look like this. This is what happens when I take a picture of my bathroom with my phone, and I can't really white balance with a phone. This is what Doug's shot looks like using an actual camera. Like there is at no fucking point a moment where Doug held... Do you want to know how to white balance? For those of you who don't know how to white balance, I'll tell you. You hold up a white piece of paper or a white card, even a bright white t-shirt. In fact, some people are so pale that you can even hold up your forearm. You point the camera at the white object and you press usually 1-2 buttons. You press the white balance button, it tells the camera that it is white balanced. And at no point in this fucking film did Doug fucking do that. Okay, unpause it. I just needed to...
No, that's fine. All I've got to say is that you got tricked by the tricky walkers and Phaelus.
And the teeth.
It was all intentional just to make you mad.
Whoa, Doug, that was a Pepsi in the background. You didn't pay for that placement.
Behind me a long time ago.
Pepsi paid Doug $1 million for
that ad.
to put one Pepsi in Kickassia.
Is white balancing like basic film stuff, Tony? It's 110%, like one of the first things you're going to learn.
Sometimes
because you need to do it before you even do any shooting. What if we kissed in Tony's bathroom? What if Doug and Spoonie kissed in this scene? That would have made it better.
What if Doug kisses us? What do you think Doug's breath smells like?
Nostalgia. What's our boy Kev doing?
What is it about people named Kevin?
I just love people named Kevin.
They're just trustworthy folk, you know?
I love that it's so white and overexposed that I just can't see certain objects. Joe, use your lightning hands.
So is there a lore reason that Joe has lightning hands?
No, he just does it because it's fun.
Oh,
fun fact, that metal piece on the top of Doug's hat that he's wearing right there, Cinnamstop sliced his hand open.
Doesn't it, it's a picture of Doug, right?
It is a picture of Doug, but there's metal, like, wings on it. Oh, this is wife and
Lord
kids.
Cat, make ready the new salute for our nation!
You know, Joe's from Texas. I bet that's a real, actual gun.
Honestly. You think Doug still keeps that outfit and, you know, puts it on for saucy times?
I bet he puts it on and then remembers how he sliced open Cinnamosnob's hand, and then he licks the part where Cinnamosnob laid, blood on it. To remember that he harmed another person and got away with it. I love that his cape reminds me of Count Dooku's.
It does, yeah.
Send the signal to sound the charge!
Okay,
first of all, it's phallus, not phallus. Second, the guy's standing right there looking at you. Why don't you send the signal yourself?
I like to imagine that was real. Doug just didn't know Phallus's name.
Just do it.
I'd believe it. They really didn't treat Phallus well. Do you think Doug dubbed over that?
I hope so.
Oh! The cameraman for this movie, by the way, was Doug's brother, Rob. And during this charging scene, Rob tripped on a rock and fucking sliced his knee open.
Yeah, and was like hurt for the rest. Well, of course for the rest of the filming, because the filming was 4 days.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just play kazoo? Because then they couldn't dub Doug over it. Surprised Doug isn't making those gunshot noises himself.
God, the scene is so long.
Like yelling, right?
Yeah. Just beam her up with Nimue, Lewis. That's a thing he can do.
Yeah. The jokes, they just go on.
They're so long.
Remember, pain is just God's way of telling you to try harder.
Dubbed over? Okay.
You do it, Joe. You're trying your best, big boy. What's that? What's Red Shirt Boy's name again?
Tom, I think.
Oh, look, it's Bum. Funny Doug characters.
Who's Juario dressed as right now?
Juario in an alley.
Handsome Tom says Void stuff. You know, I think you're right. I vaguely remember that name, Handsome Tom. I'll give Joe that one.
I was about to say, Joe's trying so hard that I give it to him. What if Juario was actually dressed like Rotaro?
I don't think he is, but maybe.
He could be.
It looks like the kid from what do you call it? The batter from that anime where he goes around and hits people with his bat.
One Punch Man?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ni no Kuni?
Yeah. I think it was called Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Juario? Yes, train.
Why did he put his Juario hat back on?
It's just a toy train.
God, I just can't.
At least you're dying for a good cause.
Everyone's got to get their one scene. All 37 of them.
Ow.
Paranoia Agent, that's right, B-Roy. That's the one.
Destroy him!
I love that Doug did the sound effect.
Yeah. Whoa.
Also,
While
that's
you were reviewing movies, I studied the blade.
That's a stock effect from After Effects.
No expense spared.
Don't get me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I don't know who this man is, but I love him.
Yeah, he's my favorite so far. I had wiped him from my memory.
God, this movie needs the Blockbuster Buster.
Oh, shit. Yes, it does.
No one can defeat 3D Lee.
Look at him go!
God, he kind of looks like the irate gamer a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking me up.
Don't make us review you.
Shoot him, Lewis.
You do it, Kev. Get out of there. Go inside.
Follow him?
Alright, President Ba. Hand over Malasia and nobody gets hurt.
I'm not the president. I'm Fritz von Baugh, Minister of Making Things Orderly.
But it's so obviously you.
Yes, I get that a lot, but the fact is we're two totally different people.
Lewis would understand.
Well, where's the president?
Oh, he's gone. Flew right out the door.
So, you mean we won?
It looks that way, yes.
Malasia has been conquered! A new dawn of government is upon us!
You know, that's not a bad scene.
A great day.
No,
There's
I was a
something
little
about
worried. I'm down.
Something about perturbed Pedro just
Rules
I give him a pass.
new democracy to live by.
Why a democracy?
Because I say so, and I will be your president.
President Doug,
Will be
please.
your vice president.
Why does she have goggles?
And the rest will figure out at another time.
You know.
And as my first order as your
Damn,
president,
the guy in the background
I shall
had a
build
lightsaber.
a table.
I bet he doesn't even have
so that
6 like I
everyone
do.
can look each other in the eye.
Fucking loser.
Well, that's a good idea. It's like everyone's equal.
Yes, and I shall be elevated above you in a rocket chair, a magnificent rocket chair, so I can look down on all of you and see just how equal we all are.
You think his wife and kids,
Make
President
yourselves
Barr, you think his wife and kids
comfortable,
are like just in the
for
other
we
room
have given birth to the
listening to
greatest nation
Doug
ever
talk
known.
and scream?
We have given birth to
I hope so.
I love that Joe is the loudest person in the room. By a lot.
Yeah. Part 3, Critic Crusaders.
Dateline Kickassia, year 1 of the new Critic Imperium. Confidence is high as this new and proud nation works long and hard to establish its new government. I'm Chris Larios from Transmission Awesome News, here in the nation formerly known as Malasia, but now as of recent known as Kickassia. Though it is not easy to establish a government from the ground up, Kickassia is fortunate to have hard-working individuals make their regime stable. And here's
I
one of
want
them
him to
now,
be
Lord
2D
Cat,
again.
recently appointed Minister of
Yeah.
Trade.
Oh, are you ready
Minister,
for like
what does your job
15
exactly
minutes of
entail?
just interviewing every cast member?
Trade.
Oh,
Some
fucking
NES, some Super
forgot.
Nintendo, some Sega Genesis, and we're hoping that we can trade them with other nations for goods and valuables.
Do you really think other nations will trade goods and valuables just for video games?
Oh, sure. China would sell 20% of its military just for a copy of Marble Madness, and I guess it's pretty rare down there.
However, military forces are not a major concern in Kickassia. Secretary of Defense Angry Joe assures the public that everything is well protected.
It's true that we are a small nation and therefore more prone to attacks, but we have a good drill sergeant who knows how to keep up the men's morale.
Stand up straight! Tug in your shirt! Stop being so tall! Did you say something?
Oh god, no. I'm deathly afraid of you. Looks like a solid team you've got there.
Yes, indeed.
Now, there have been a few reports that you're, in fact, a little gun crazy.
Who said that?
Funny Texan
But an
Hispanic
invasion
man.
seems unlikely thanks to good relations being
Joe
kept by the head of
overacts,
immigration,
and I love it.
Benzai.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't understand me? I'm French. That's the language of love. If you can't understand me, then you can't understand love. Hold on. Let me transfer you to my second in command.
Hey, you think you got it, bruv? I've had a time bomb strapped to my body and was blown into 2 separate pieces. There's not enough stitches in the world to recover from the emotional pain I'm going through. Prick.
Every nation needs a treasurer, and Kickassia is a cinema snob, who, as I understand, also designed the flag for
When I was
Kickassia.
watching the early part of this
It's
movie, I was
true,
just
Chris,
thinking to
and for
myself,
a
I was
nation
thinking,
like
man,
Kickassia,
I just
I
need
figured
to
that
know
we really
everybody's
needed a
exact
real
specific
Kick-Ass flag.
job in Kickassia.
That's why I came up with a muscle-bound ice cream cone carrying
we pause
machine
this?
guns and shooting laser beams out at...
Also, I'm pretty sure the channel, this flag, right? The one that they actually use. I don't remember if this is the one they actually go with for Kickassia, but the flag that they do go with was a rejected concept for the Channel Awesome logo originally.
Was that by Bargov?
Yes, Bargov designed that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I just find it so weird that this movie was made in 2010, and like no one has a smartphone.
Yeah.
Every scene is a clamshell, and I bet you're thinking, Tony, 2010 was such a long time ago. Smartphones weren't a big deal, but the fucking iPhone came out in 2007. 3 years after the iPhone, everybody fucking had one. This is like, it's just weird that they only use clamshells.
Yeah, it's weird that they shot it in such low quality too, because like even in 2010, you could get, maybe not HD, but like 480p at least.
I think some of the people, that's kind of the funny thing. I think some of the people who were in this movie shot their own review shows with cameras that were better than what Doug used for this.
Yes.
I mean, Angry Joe always had pretty good quality, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Hold on, let me look up an Angry Joe review from 2010. I bet if we go back to 2010, Joe probably has better looking footage than this movie, just like on his YouTube channel. Oh god, Joe, no thank you. Angry Joe 10-year anniversary. Oh, that's sweet. That was last year. Let's see here. Let's go to his playlists and go to Angry Rants. No, I don't want to see Joe rant. I don't want to see Joe rant about how people don't like him or something.
Yeah.
Top 10s. Where are his... Oh, here we go. Angry reviews. Here they are.
Perturbed previews.
Perturbed Pedro. Whoa. There's like no reviews. 119... I mean... Ghostbusters the game? When did that come out?
That was the Ghostbusters 2016 movie, like, companion piece. So I think it was like 2015.
No. 2009. 2009. I want to find a 2010 video to really make it fair. Thor, God of Thunder, Angry Review.
All right.
No, that's 2011. I'm getting close though. Here, let me put this up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. Red Dead Redemption. That was 2010, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. May 25th. That's the middle of the year of 2010. So, the quality that we were getting from Kickassia.
Well, I really don't know what to say.
You know what? Actually, this is kind of exactly the same as Kickassia's quality. Never mind.
Is it? Kind of.
Oof. Yep, that's 360p.
It's for sure, though. I'll keep. Then.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because Joe has good lighting.
Yeah.
Like, he's in front of a green screen, but his green screen effect is actually pretty decent for 2010, and his lighting is really good. But then you look over at Doug, and the lighting is just like so fucking not white balanced half the time. It just looks so bad.
Look at the crisp whites on Joe's jacket. You know.
Yeah, you know, like you're really right. The whites on his jacket look really good. His skin looks a little weird. I think the lighting maybe was a little too low. But that's just me. Furious Fernando.
I saw somebody said, hostile Harold.
Hostile.
Bitter Benny.
Just mad Jose. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
His eyes. Because when people look at that, all they can say is, kick ass.
Well, it looks like you guys haven't put it on a flagpole yet.
I went to the Randy Pitchford
Well, we weren't
School of
exactly
Naming.
sure how to get their flag down and ours up, so we're just using handsome Tom as our flagpole.
I must say, he doesn't look very happy.
He's not, Chris. He's definitely not.
And there's also the concern of preserving nature, but no worries, as Lee from Still Gaming has taken over as head of the Environmental Protection Agency. Tommy Lee, what is your plan for saving all the cute little
Angry
bunnies?
Joe name, you have to make it really Hispanic.
Still getting over the fact
Toby
I'm
is too white of a
three-dimensional.
name.
I can
It'd have
move
to be like
with fluid motion.
Ornery Orlando.
Ornery Orlando, yeah, it's got to be like Raging Ricardo. That's fucking good. That's a good one. I want him to be 2D
And no
again.
others looking out for the well-being
Yeah.
of Kickassia. Take Sage, for example. He is making sure that everyone is in good shape, acting as Kickassia's Surgeon General.
In my short time as Surgeon General here at Kickassia, I made 2 amazing medical discoveries. One, when holding an Uzi, you will not die.
Really?
You know, Bennett's not a bad actor.
I'm holding one,
No.
and I'm alive. Science
got-
proven. Secondly,
He's got, like,
our
a
research
unique
has shown that
delivery
dieting and
that
exercise
makes him fun.
does not help build the healthy body. So that's why I've encouraged everyone here to start smoking. According to our studies, smoking does well to strengthen the body and prevent cancer, especially pregnant women.
Your studies show that.
Oh yes, it's right here on this chart.
This was before the chart, guys. Thank God. Otherwise, Doug would have shoehorned in a 5-minute joke with them.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Thinking of modern.
But not everyone in Kickassia is questionably insane. Take, for example, Paul, the local shock jock radio DJ.
And while the big wigs up on the hill with their fancy hats and their capes look down on the small people with oppression, with taxation, with sexual repression. Don't get me even started on the sexual repression. Take a stand, people. Oppose these big people with the fancy fucking hats.
Let's not
Make Michonne is up there.
Let's not make sex jokes with Jorio outside, please.
When people agree with angry hosts on the radio, it makes them feel better about themselves. So, in my own way, I'm helping the people's morale.
Another person keeping up the morale is Spoonie, who is now head officer for science and technology.
Why does he have a
Yeah, at
stethoscope?
first we didn't have much of a science department. In fact, the
You
original
know.
space program was just a
And his
stomp
shirt
rocket.
says
But
doctor.
I'm certain we can get things to a more legitimate level.
Hey, weren't you that crazy scientist before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you had the goggles and the...
No! I mean,
This shirt says, when I played Doctor, I play to win. That's not
Well,
good.
there are some in this nation who still
That's
do
really
well
funny
to keep
because
order
Spoonie
and
never played
justice
to win
in
because he
hand.
never got his own footage.
This is Linkar, head of the
That's not
FBI.
entirely
Tell me,
true. He
Linkar,
did
what
get
are
his
you
own
going to
footage
do to keep
sometimes,
this
but most of the
nation
time he had
safe?
other people get his footage.
Well, it's all about surprise
For
to fool
gameplay.
our enemy. We are trying to find those who are best able to blend into their environments. For example, we've discovered that Juario here has a natural talent for camouflage.
Oh no. He's a really sneaky guy, we've noticed.
Oh god.
Enough to keep your enemies on their toes?
Oh, yeah, it's
Wario's
all
really
about illusion.
sneaky, guys.
I'm not
He's really good at sneaking up on you without you knowing that he has chloroform in his left hand.
Very good. Well, we all know what goes on outside the government building. Let's see what goes on inside the government building. Ow! Sorry.
Nice
This
little
is
mic peeking.
Secretary of State Fearless. Tell me, Fearless, what is a normal day entitled for you?
Well, mostly I come up with brilliant ideas and the nostalgia critic slaps me and then claims them as his own.
Yeah.
Pay
that's
well?
just real life, Fearless. That's
No,
not.
but it
That
sure
wasn't
does
his
hurt a
script.
lot.
But behind every great man is a woman. And presumably behind her another man.
Doug's way of writing and treating women is just so horrible.
Maverick, to say the least, though, no matter what his decision might be and whatever.
Funny Sarah Palin joke.
Haha, she's a woman and she's funny. Ha. She's stupid. That makes it funny, guys. Haha. Can we give a little bit of a rundown on Lindsay Ellis and just the nostalgia chick and why she exists and why it's so uncomfortable the way she's written all the time?
Yes.
I'll let you give the rundown.
So, I mean, if I remember correctly, the whole nostalgia chick idea was basically, like, Doug just wanted Femme Doug, to do, like, My Little Pony and, Lola's Pet Shop and all that.
Yes, and he held a competition.
And he held a competition. Her submission was The Last Unicorn, I think.
I believe you're right.
But Lindsay wanted to be, like, an actual critic. So she would, like, come up with actual, like, she'd want to do certain movies, and Doug would be like, that's not very girly of you, and she'd be like, no, it's not, and he'd be like, but you're the nostalgia chick, though.
Yeah, Doug wanted Lindsay he wanted the nostalgia chick name he just wanted a woman who would be attractive and do whatever he wanted. It sounds like from all the discussions and documents I've read. And you can really see that in these holiday specials, these anniversary specials, sorry, that's what they're called. Because...
yeah, she just doesn't want to be there.
I mean, yeah. And you can really see why. She's written in such a way where she's essentially just eye candy, just boobs and legs, and it's really uncomfortable and really not good.
And that's amped up to like 25 into Boldly Flee.
Oh god. To Boldly Flee has a fucking rape scene in it.
Yes.
Involving the nostalgia chick. I don't know, I do Chill Vibes once a month, and if Stefan wants to come back and watch another one of these, we can watch more. It's really up to him. But
I would love to. I have a long history with these.
Oh, of course. We should talk about what Channel Awesome means to us.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, Channel Awesome was a really fucking big deal. And I would watch Channel Awesome almost every day. I would go onto the website, I would see what new creators were there, I would try to find new people to watch, I would just watch them non-stop. It was a really important part of my childhood. And then I just one day, I can't even remember what happened, just one day I was like, this is really fucking bad. That was that.
Yeah. So I was in a very similar boat, where that guy with the glasses started in like 2009.
I think so.
Yeah. So I was also a lad, and I loved it. I ate it up. I'd watch those new Dougs every Monday, and it inspired me so much. I don't even know if I've talked to you about this, but I started a film review club in high school.
You did not tell me that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was pretty bad. Obviously, if you're inspired by Doug Walker.
It's funny that you bring that up. I'm very happy that despite watching so much Channel Awesome and so much Doug and like all the other creators, I can say with confidence that not one of these fucking people has ever inspired me. I have never been inspired by any creator on Channel Awesome, which is not to shit on them, right? Like, some of these people are really fucking trying, and some of them are really, like, genuinely giving it their all, and that's very admirable. I'm not trying to shit on them on, like, a personal level, except for Jewario.
Yeah.
Fuck Jewario. He can go fuck himself. Fuck him. But they've never inspired me, because I think always at the back of my head I was like, it's kind of bad. It's kind of not good.
Yeah, but I was in the same boat where just one day, I was just watching Doug, and I was like, this is just the same video for the 89th time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week happened, and I watched the video, and I was like, this is just the same thing, but again, and not as funny. And then after that, you know, I put it down for a while, but then, when Tony and I came together, when we got to know each other, we sat down one afternoon, and just watched so much Nostalgia Critic and Channel Awesome stuff.
Just non-stop back-to-back.
Yeah.
We watched...
Fantastic afternoon.
God, maybe we should, maybe that should be a thing. If we get around to watching the rest of these movies, I think it'd be hilarious if we watched all of Demo
Hot
Reel.
Shot. Oh, Demo Reel, yes.
God. Well, before we do Demo Reel, we have to do Hot Shot, Pop Squat, Quad, Quad, Quiz, Shot, Pop. Because that...
Absolutely.
God. Fucking... Wait, can we... Give me 2 seconds. Give me... No, because that would fuck up the stream. Hold on. Was he on Indiegogo? Was it a Kickstarter?
I think it was Kickstarter.
Oh my god, yes! The fucking Indiegogo video is still up. It's still up. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to watch it in like quite real time. You know what I can do? Actually, I'll send you this link.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna watch this, boys, for 2. It's like 3 minutes long. This is a real thing that happened. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
So Doug did this Indiegogo campaign that raised $90,000. By the way, it was set for flexible funding, so even if Doug didn't reach his $50,000 goal, he still would have pocketed the money. Yeah. So this was for just a bunch of Channel Awesome shit. But this, you ready to watch this video, Stefan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, hello. I'm Doug Walker. You might know me as star, editor, writer, and director of such shows as The Nostalgia Critic. And I work for Channel Awesome, who also put me in shows like Sibling Rivalry, Bum Reviews, Video Game Confessions, and of course our anniversary films. We've also specialized in having other producers come together and form their own shows. And while there's many shows we're currently working on right now, one of them could use your help.
Yeah, Doug.
And by help, I mean money. And while I know many of you would like to just give us money for absolutely no reason whatsoever, we find that's just not good enough for us. Instead, we want to give you something in return. Oh my god, an online game show? That's awesome! What kind, you may ask? Shut up. Never talk while I'm talking. But if you really want to know, it's one based on pop culture and nostalgia. That's right. All that useless knowledge you had about the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, it can win you prizes now. But I know what you're thinking. What separates this from other game shows? Well, we want to make this one fun.
It didn't work.
That's why we got Funny Man and Nostalgia experts.
And he only hosted the pilot.
The show. Get that fucking camera out of my face! He couldn't be happier about hosting this brand new event, and neither could we. And I know what you're saying. How do I know you guys are able to do a show about nostalgia faithfully? I told you never ask a question while I'm speaking, you worthless sack of shit. I'll tell you why. Because you have to be a little crazy to obsess over stuff like this. And I know that you're thinking, they're not crazy enough to do something as silly as build the entire set to look like the diner from Saved by the Bell. BAM! Yes, we are! We're that fucking crazy! Look at this shit!
That's so good.
Shit!
Wow.
Shit! But as you can see, it's not quite finished yet.
Legitimately, my high school play productions were of higher quality than that.
Yes,
that you're not supposed to see. And we want to get them to you faster. So your money will not only go to fund this one game show, everything will go into getting our productions to you faster and better. Higher quality cameras, lights, soundproofing, starting with our weird-ass game show.
None of that happened, Doug.
And with the additional money we have, don't worry, we have stretch goals, which you can see below, all of them dedicated to getting you even more shows. One of the next ones being a video game show. Video game show. It probably won't be called that. This is a rocket ship, for no good reason. But most important of all, once we get the money and the equipment to get the productions we need going, we're gonna open up this place to other productions. That's right, we're gonna open this place up for other people to work on their productions, whether it be online or I don't give a shit what else. In fact, if we make our goal, I guarantee you that the Nostalgia Critic will make an appearance in every single episode of our game show. Our target goal is $50,000.
That's what Bill Gates sneezes every day. And once we put that money to good use, we'll continue to bring you productions and shows your way. Check
No,
the
you
link
won't,
below
Doug.
so you can see what rewards you can get for what amounts you can donate. I'm Doug Walker, and this is the last time I lick a frog before shooting a video.
Thanks, Doug.
Oh, Doug. So, none of that really happened. They shot one pilot episode of Pop Quiz Hot Shot. That was the actual name of it was Pop Quiz Hot Shot, which Stefan and I like to make fun of the name a lot because it's super easy. And the pilot is so bad.
Yeah, the mic quality is bad. They have the wrong mic, right? I think I remember when we were watching it that one afternoon, you were like, that's the wrong mic.
They're using a shotgun mic. A shotgun mic is a microphone that generally, it looks like a long sort of tube, right? It looks like a long, skinny tube. And it hangs off of usually like a long pole. And it's really good at getting sound from like one specific spot. So what happens is on a movie set, someone will hold that pole, and when actors move around, they'll like the shotgun mic is almost always above people or sometimes below them, and they'll sort of track the shotgun mic around. It's a really hard job to do. It's really tough on your arms and on your back. I did shotgun mic sound stuff for a few independent films. It's really tough work to do. And that's what they're using as their microphone mic.
Their main microphone.
As their
that they're
main
putting
microphone.
in front of people's faces.
Yep, they put it right next to people's mouths. It's so fucking awful. It's abysmal. Let's keep watching fucking Kickassia. We gotta.
We
gotta get through the Sarah Palin impression.
Right by him.
On what issues do you disagree with?
Well, like our foreign policy experience with Nevada.
You've had foreign policy experience with Nevada.
You betcha.
In what way?
Well, if you look right outside, Nevada's right out there. You can see it from right here.
Very topical.
Indeed. And where do you guys get your information on current events? Do you read the papers or?
Yes, I that's it. I read the papers.
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them?
Haha.
Ish.
Well, there's also talk that the nostalgia critic wants to push for more regulation and you want less. In which way has he wanted more that you haven't agreed with?
Oh, you know.
Actually, no, I don't.
Well, when I find an answer, I'll get it right back to you.
Why is she
And
suddenly
finally, in the past, you've been known
and
as a
Sarah
smart,
Palin?
edgy, young, opinionated woman, but recently you've been labeled
Funny Sarah Palin joke.
an idiotic dumbox who's trying to play naive and innocent in order to sneak into the president's seat. What's your opinion on that?
So
This world
what's
is
better
full of
when Doug makes movies like this where just
cold-hearted
every scene
people
is a bit,
They don't
or
maintain
movies
the same standard
like
of
Suburban
niceness
Nights
that I
and
try to
Boldly
maintain.
Flee where he
I'm not
tries to have
nice.
dramatic
Yes,
scenes?
you are very nice.
So why would they say
They're
such
both
a
awful.
Yes, in their own special ways.
I genuinely
I
don't
would
know which
presume
is
that
worse.
it's because I'm a woman and prejudice is alive and well in this world.
But Mars God is a woman.
Sure she is, and I'm the tooth fairy.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, an interview with the man himself, the man who made Kickassia possible, President Nostalgia Critic.
Greetings, Chris.
Mr. Critic, what are your plans now for this new glorious nation?
Well, first we plan on taking over the neighbors down the street. We've sent
You
them
know, they're a
pamphlets.
little weak this
Then
time
we
around,
plan
but
on
sometimes
taking over
Doug can have
Nevada,
a strong burn, you
and then the
know?
world.
Ah, and how do you plan on accomplishing this
Rugburn,
exactly?
Doug.
A gentleman never tells, but I can give
Push
you a
me into
hint.
the ground
It
and
involves
Make me feel like
Killing.
Juwario, Doug.
Indeed. But Mr. Critic, what about the fact that you keep the old president of this country alive and working for you?
Oh, that's not the president. That's Fritz von Baum, Minister of Keeping Things Orderly. I don't know, I'm going with it.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Critic.
Not at all, Chris.
Oh, and one more thing. Mr. Critic, would you say your diabolical plan is to take over the world?
Naturally.
Remember that reference?
Well, then, would you say your plan is
That's
to
a
one
good
day
meme.
conquer the galaxy?
Eventually.
Oh, Mr. Critic, do you someday plan on being bigger than God?
that question, you can definitely say yes.
He didn't say the line,
Do you get
and
a
that's
lot of
funny.
pussy with that outfit?
Of course!
Thank you. This has been Chris Larios reporting
I don't want
from
to think about
Kickassia.
Doug getting a lot of pussy. I don't ever want to think about that. Why is Lindsay...
I gotta say, Critic, our
That guy
financial
with pussy.
situation isn't looking good. Of the money we have left, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to accomplish nearly what we had in mind.
Quiet! Can't you see I am watching Hogan's Heroes?
But Critic, this is important
Not
stuff.
gonna lie, Hogan's
We-
Heroes is pretty
I
lit.
have a new rule.
I've never seen it.
Every day at 4 o'clock p.m. shall be Hogan's Heroes time.
My stepdad
Everybody
Cliff
shuts
had a
up and
huge
watches Hogan's
VHS
Heroes.
box
All in
set
favor
of it
say
that
aye.
I watched
Aye.
as a
Motion passes.
kid.
Go away.
Fine. But don't come to me when... You know, just don't come to me.
I was watching Ronald McDonald Band's VHSs when I was a kid.
Ooh, the Klasky Chupo ones.
Yeah.
Is this Hogan's Heroes
You know about the legendary
related?
Lost McDonald that was found?
I do, I watched a video on that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Nah, that's stupid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Phalis, your mustache is uneven.
Wait! I have an idea!
Yeah, clearly the hair and makeup department sent him out just a little too early, you know?
Financial
The left
status,
side of
we
his
shall
mustache is
charge for
completely shaved
tourism.
off, but the right side is
T-shirts,
completely connected to his
postcards.
beard, and
Think
it's
of
really
it,
distracting.
Phalis. Then make
I think
it
you're
so.
right, yeah.
Unspoken.
It might just be the lighting. No, it's not just the lighting.
Why do you let him take your ideas like that?
I don't know, because he's the
He
president and stuff.
Well,
Fuck!
wouldn't you like to know what that's
Now I
like?
can't stop looking at it.
Wouldn't you?
You're upsetting my chinchilla, Phalis, for fuck's sake.
The plans for your rocket ship are in, sir.
Excellent! Do they have the little beer holders on the side?
They sure do.
Cool.
Hey, Nostalgia, we're pals, right? Huh? We're pals?
Yes, Film Brain, we are indeed pals.
Yeah, because this is what pals do, right? Sit on sofas and watch Hogan's Heroes and stuff, right?
The things you have just said are true.
Honestly, yeah. I wanna watch Hogan's Heroes with Doug on that sofa.
I don't want to watch with Doug, I want to watch with
Film reviews? We do not do
I
film
wanna watch it with you,
reviews
share
anymore.
Hogan's Heroes with you.
We don't.
That's... I can't. I only watch Hogan's Heroes.
Well, what do we do?
We sit back and acknowledge the fact that we have
That's
our
fair.
own nation.
Oh, how long do we do that for?
Forever, Film Brain. Forever.
Oh. Say.
Nice sunlight directly on his face.
Nonsense!
Yeah, I love how the
this is a
sun
voice of the
is just
gods!
in
A
every
voice
shot,
that demands
all
honor
the time.
and justice everywhere he goes. A little bit, yeah.
That kitchen is pretty messy.
What's up?
These stupid finances. We've got no money because Nostalgia Dickless over there won't
There's
do
like,
anything.
you know, little rags in the little
I'm sure he's
corner.
building up to something.
Every kitchen has rags in
What? Watching more Hogan's Heroes?
Yeah, but like not on the
I think if Full
counter.
House comes on.
But that's
Not
what I
on the
mean.
counter.
He
What
does
else would that be?
nothing. It's like the job
On
of
the
a president is
little
to
rag
be
holder.
removed from
Every kitchen has a
reality
rag
while
holder.
everyone
Sometimes
else
it's on
does
the oven.
work.
Oh.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I just keep my rags on the counter.
If that was the case, why wouldn't you be in charge?
Well, you know, if it's good enough for Kevin,
I'm just
I guess
saying,
it's good enough
if
for
you know you're
anyone.
more
Yeah,
qualified.
Kevin owns a whole
Why couldn't
country.
you be president?
Fuck you don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sure you both know what you're doing.
I actually like to keep my rags in the refrigerator, in the crisper shelf.
Alright, men.
Keep them nice
You
and
make
nice
wonderful
and cold.
agents as well as
Mhm.
soldiers.
Rags,
But
cold
today,
rags.
we're going to teach you the element of surprise.
Mm.
Surprise! You're learning.
Juario is adept at surprise,
So,
I guarantee you,
Linkara,
Linkara.
Pretty well. I was just teaching these men the element of surprise.
Have you punched them yet?
After lunch. Hey, Linkara, what's that on your leg?
Oh no. Juario dropped his rap sheet, guys.
It's a receipt for 20 tons of dynamite.
Who signed for it?
The Nostalgia Critic.
What's he doing getting dynamite?
I don't know, but it can't be good.
We have to tell somebody about this.
You mean like
the Nostalgia
Critic?
No!
Because he's gonna, you know, genocide all of Malassia.
Oh.
Kickassia, sorry.
The beginning of the end of the beginning. Haha.
Oh. Funny twist on words.
How about I make you some tea there, Mr. President?
Why, yes, Mrs. Vice President, that'd be wonderful. You know, I don't know why the press picks on you so much. You seem like the nicest person.
It's not
to
even
me.
steaming.
As we all know, nice people
White
make the perfect
balance the
politicians.
shot.
Just look at Carter. I mean,
Fuck.
you're so good at making people feel at home. Lowering their defenses, making it feel like they have nothing to worry about.
Indeed. You gonna drink your tea there?
God,
Yes, of course.
that was that shot.
You want me to go back?
Yes.
Is it me or does this tea?
Indeed. You gonna drink your tea there?
Pause.
I'm
it.
trying.
So good
Sorry.
at making people feel at home.
This thing is a little
Lowering their
finicky.
defenses,
No, I know
making
it's
it
so
feel like
it's
they
super
have nothing
janky. I
to
get
worry
it, but
Indeed.
Yeah.
let her move back a little bit.
Indeed. You gonna drink?
There. Take
Bathed in light.
Take
Lindsay's aura.
It's so bad. Her aura is just overwhelming.
Dude, her aura has got my crystals completely out of alignment.
There are so many different whites in this shot, and none of them are the actual color of the color white. They are all yellow and over. What even is making that light? What is doing that?
Also, the camera's just what's that called? The Dutch angle, where it's kind of shifted.
Yes.
Is there a reason?
You know what's funny about that you now point out the Dutch angle? They use those a lot into Boldly Flee.
Yes.
Doug just really... I think it's Rob, actually, because Rob is the one holding the camera.
Yeah.
He just really loves Dutch angles. He just loves when everything is sort of tilted and looks like it's about to fucking fall down the screen.
Which is ironic, because they ripped on Battlefield Earth so hard, which is the movie notorious for having completely all Dutch angles.
Yes. The funny thing about that is that this really comes back to my whole thing about satire versus cringe. In To Boldly Flee, in that film, they actually have a villain from Battlefield Earth, where Spoonie plays a villain.
Yeah.
In Battlefield Earth, in that movie, and every shot that Spoonie is in is really obviously Dutch angled, so that that's like a good satire. That's on purpose, and I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's shots like this where it's not on purpose. I mean, this is a completely separate movie, but it's again, all of their movies have these horrible Dutch angles in them. And they're just so unnecessary. They're all horrible. God, I just... I'm trying to figure out what the light source is on the right. I know why the kitchen is overblown. The kitchen is overblown because the kitchen lights are on.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What lamp is doing that on the right?
Do you think that they had actual, like stand-up lighting that they would set up for shots, or do you think they just used the overhead lights from each room?
No, this whole film is done using, oh god, what's the term I'm looking for? One problem with film is that there's so many terms for one specific thing, all of them are usable. It's basically all natural lighting. Everything in this film, I would be hard pressed to find more than 4 scenes that are done using studio lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. You can
That's
keep
just
going.
because Doug likes that organic filmmaking, you know.
Oh, yes, of course.
He likes that not having to do anything filmmaking.
Say, is it me or does this tea smell a little, poisony?
Oh, it's just an herbal fusion. Drink your tea, honey.
Oh, of course.
Hey, critic, there's something you ought to...
Later.
Can I get some cream in my tea?
Cream just makes your penis smaller. Now drink your tea.
Yeah, but I don't feel it's tea without cream, really.
You know what they put in that cream? They put all sorts of hormones and antibiotics in it.
Yeah, but that just makes me like it more. It's just, cream makes a big difference for me.
Fine, I'll put the damn cream in it. President, I can't even spell now.
That looks creamy.
I want Doug to cream me.
I'm surprised they let Lindsay dub that.
Yeah, I'm surprised Doug doesn't dub
Oh,
that.
thank you so much, hon.
Drink it!
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I can't stand tea. Why don't you give me a candy bar while you're up?
You betcha.
I gotta tell you, I'm so lucky to have a vice president like you. You know, not every vice president would
Wait.
give their president tea. You know what I mean?
I think I figured out what was wrong with that scene with Lindsay.
Yeah.
So, in the scene where everything was like really bright, you can see she was in this scene right now. In the previous scene, she was standing to the left of this couch.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look on the right of this scene, what do you see?
I mean, I see the door with the light pouring out of the window.
Yes, but it looks normal in this scene. Do you know what that means?
Did they try to balance it to this scene that they shot first and then...
No, it means that they most likely had that door wide open and it was spewing in light from the outside. How? Why would it be open?
They wanted a little draft in there, you know?
God. Fuck. Because I can't imagine that if we just shifted the camera slightly to the left, that window would have provided enough light to blow it out as hard as it did. I mean, maybe it could have. I'm thinking that door was just wide open. I'm thinking... Yeah. I'm mad. Also, someone said that this shot that we're looking at looks like a fucking Renaissance painting, and they are totally correct.
Yes. Also, somebody mentioned that the tea that she handed back clearly did not have cream. It was just black.
I was also thinking that. It was completely black. Alright.
There's just some people that can help you out in a real tight spot. I mean, a real tight spot. I mean, some people out there just don't get how...
Yeah, Lindsay?
It's a good joke.
So quirky.
Yeah.
I love how yellow everyone
It's
is.
so great to be back here in
Just
this
like
crowded,
Julia's hat.
cramped hotel room again. I wonder if it's still impossible for me to stretch my arms. I can't! Happy birthday to me!
Okay, now what exactly is going on here?
A whole lot of shit is going down, Snob. Tell him about it, Lee.
Delivery.
Joe.
Have you ever
Lot of
felt
shit.
the motion of water pour down your three-dimensional organs? I have, and it is miraculous.
I want him to not be 3D.
Alright, Lord Cat, fill him in.
We found a receipt for 20 tons of dynamite paid for by the Nostalgia Critic. We don't know what it means, but it can't be good.
So
Whose
what?
coat do
You
you
really
think
think he's
that
going to
is?
use it against us?
Who knows?
Who's what?
He might be planning to blow
Whose
us all
coat?
up.
There was a coat
He's
hanging up in the
mad, I tell
background.
you,
Oh, I
mad!
didn't see it. Hold on.
Mad! Okay, I'm good.
Look, the Nostalgia Critic may be a little
Yeah, right
nutty,
there.
but he's
It's a gray
not
coat.
nuts.
You look me in the eye
think it's
and
Lord-
tell me he's
Lord
not
Katz,
stupid
maybe.
enough to do something that
Yeah.
crazy.
No, wait. That's gotta be Phaelus, because he's from Kenyatta, where it's cold.
Okay, you have a point. But couldn't
He's
the
probably the only
signature
one
have
who
been
would bring a coat.
replicated?
Yeah.
In fact, couldn't the whole thing be replicated? How many of you have been listening to that Ba guy recently?
Lord Cat, he went off and had a bit of a meltdown about Spoonie.
Gets around,
Spoonie.
doesn't
Yeah,
he?
that's true.
Those with brains usually have
deservingly
power
so.
over the brainless.
I had
I'll
forgotten
have a
about
talk
Lord
with the
Cat, but
critic
you're
to
right.
see if any of this is true.
What if he suspects us going behind
Here,
his back?
quickly
He
pause it.
won't suspect us. I'll put it.
So, for those of you who don't know, Spoonie, while at a convention, screamed and yelled both in the convention center itself during the convention and in the hotel rooms running up and down the hotel, which the convention was associated with. This ostracized Spoonie from the entire gaming community, because no convention would want him to be there, because he was loud and disruptive and caused a lot of problems during interviews when they let him interview people. The issue with that is that Spoonie was working for Channel Awesome, so what ended up happening is that the people who ostracized Spoonie, who told him, you can't be here, they extended that blacklist to other people who were from Channel Awesome, because they were like, well, if Spoonie's like this, all the other Channel Awesome fuckers have to be like that too. Lord Cat was somebody who worked really, really hard to get to where he could be so that he could do interviews and because he really loves gaming and really wanted to do it. I believe it's Lord Cat. I'm pretty sure I'm telling the right story.
I think
here.
you're right, yeah.
Yep, but as soon as he would get to a convention to do an interview, even if he scheduled it ahead of time and everything was set to go, the last minute they would tell him to go home because they would hear that he is from Channel Awesome and that he knows Spoonie, and then they would kick him out. This caused him to not be able to do interviews or even go to certain conventions, which is really fucking shitty, and that's why he hates Spoonie. And we can unpause now.
Put it very delicately. Everybody thinks you're nuts.
Inconsiderate pricks! Why?
I think that Baugh guy is spreading lies about you.
I knew I shouldn't have kept that Baugh guy
I was
around.
really red at
Blame
this
Phaelus. It was his idea.
He's a little embarrassed, you know. He just found out that all of his friends think that he's
They
horrible.
just get
That,
paranoid.
or the
That
red on
always
his
happens
shirt
when
and his
big
hat is in
changes
center
happen.
frame, and the camera's using the auto white
suppose you're
balance
right.
to balance him
I
red.
mean, I'll win their confidence back soon enough.
There's even a rumor going around that you bought 20 tons of dynamite for yourself.
No, that part was true.
What?
Oh yeah, the whole place is wired. You see, I've wanted this place for a long time. And now that I got it, I'm not gonna let anyone take it away from me. I've discovered that the world is filled with nasty wasties. And a lot of those nasty wasties want what I got.
I want to get nasty wasty
So-
with you, Doug.
If any of them tried to take away what I have, I'm not afraid to go down with the ship. Take everybody with me. But that's just if one of those nasty wasties shows up. Or if someone in this beloved nation of mine is a nasty wasty.
Is this,
What do you say, Cinema Snob?
is this foreshadowing for To Boldly Flee? Take everyone down with me?
You're not one of those
No, dude, this is
nasty wasties.
This is foreshadowing for Pop Quiz Hotshot. Of
course
with
not.
the nasties. The little
That's
I'm
right.
glad we had this
The
talk.
Spazzies,
The
that's what they
Take
were.
care.
Yeah, you too.
I do enjoy our little chats.
You're right, he's nuts. We gotta act, and we gotta act fast.
I say we castrate him with a fork, tie him to a cactus, then play piñata with his
I love how
entrails.
this scene is brown because the camera was using the brown curtains from white balancing.
What?
You were just so fast
Spoonie.
to say that.
Just passionate, that's all.
I like it. Well, maybe we could play really bad music. That'll get him out of the government house.
What kind of music would you pick?
Michael Bolton.
No one should be subjected to that.
I like it.
How about a legion of spiders?
No! Seriously! Who keeps letting him in?
Everybody hates the plan about spiders.
Why does everybody hate the plan about spiders?
I like it.
Look, I'm the one who brought it up to him. I'll be the one who takes him down. Trust me, by the end of the week, the nostalgia critic won't be the king of Kickassia anymore.
You go tell him, Film Brain.
I hope someone else.
And they were talking about killing you, and they were talking about different ways of killing you, and the cinema stop was like, it's my plan, so I'll kill him. So I ran back here as fast as I could, but they saw me, so Superman broke in, and he killed them all with his heat vision, and then he took me back to his home, where we saw Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and the rest of the Justice League! And then we went out to a bar, and we had a couple of drinks, I got totally shit-faced, and then I hailed a cab, and I got back here!
That was all one take.
Is that all
Film Brain
true,
really,
Film
he's trying.
Well, I kind of got carried away with the second half, but the first half is really true!
And I guess we have no choice. We will have to give Cinema Snob a trial. Bring him to me!
Right.
Alright, guys. I've got a lot of things I need to do. This better be... Well, that's confusing.
Get
What is that? What is that?
What are you saying?
A trial!
What?
A trial!
What?
You are going to have a trial.
God, shoot me. No!
And so it is the ruling of this court that you be found guilty for the crimes against our government. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Nay. Too bad I'm in charge. Guilty! Cinema Snob, do you have anything to say before I sentence you to your... sentence?
Oh, I got something to say.
Well, make it quick. I don't want to miss Gilligan.
When I helped build Kickassia, I had a dream of freedom, justice, and honor. But now I see it's been shadowed
Juario's
by the
nipples.
dumbass cockface
I've
that
seen
sits across
his
from me.
nipples a few times.
You really
in this
know how to
film,
put
and
the
I've been
dick in
ignoring them
dictatorship.
up to
You're
now.
out of order, Cinema
I
Snob!
appreciate that you
You're
brought
out
that
of
to my
order.
attention.
They're out of order. The whole system is
There
out of
again.
order.
I am am the system!
I know you're the system. That's my point.
I know it's your point. It's just that when you say that I'm out of order and the system's out of order, it's kind of redundant.
What I'm trying to get across is fuck you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Fuck you! Hey, won't somebody think of the children?
Oh no! Oh.
Yeah, he's thinking about children, alright.
Of all the people, you couldn't have Spoony say
Now,
that,
what
or
should
Lewis.
his sentencing be?
It has to be Giorgio.
Man, you know, Lewis has
Nobody
not.
has any ideas?
Lewis has not been very
I guess
prominent
I
this
haven't
time around.
Wait!
He really
I
hasn't.
have an idea!
Really? What is it?
It's mostly
The
Doug
idea-
and Snob.
That
Yeah.
what we have right
Lindsay.
now requires
Cinema
there's a cinema snob to enter the realm of everlasting being banished for
What do you think Guru Larry was doing when this movie was happening?
You are to be banished forever!
Oh, good. I'll pack a lunch.
Make it trying his hardest to make quality
May your
content.
honor be stricken forever.
Trying his hardest
May
to
your name
make a name
always
for
be
himself on
associated
YouTube
with
through working hard
douchebaggery.
and not,
And may you
riding
walk
Doug's
until
dick.
you walk no more. Go! And never return.
Okay, I'm gonna catch a cab. If anyone needs me, I'll be at the hotel down
You
the
know-
street.
I'm gonna pause for a sec.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give Kickassia a point here. A tiny point. You know, they shoehorn in film references. Like, that was just a film reference to Judge Dredd, you know, taking the long walk.
Right.
But if I didn't know what Judge Dredd was, it would still make sense. You know, they're sending him away. And I actually appreciate that, because in later movies, they'll just make references to make references, and if you don't know what it's from, you're just left confused.
Yeah. And it's even more embarrassing in later films, because what's funny is that this movie has a very unsatisfying and basically non-ending.
Mm-hmm.
And when asked about that, you know, by fans in the comments section of the videos and like to emails to Doug and Rob, they responded with, "Oh, we didn't think anybody would care about the story. We thought it was kind of weird that people were getting into the movie.
Like, we thought they were just there for the haha funny references."
Yeah, but people actually wanted to know what was happening in the story. So it's funny that them not, you know, writing the script, not giving a shit about the story, there's still good scenes. Like, this one is a good scene. You know, I'll agree with you. But then in the later films where they're actually trying to make a story, it's pathetic. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's worse than this.
Venture into the great unknown. Who knows what undiscovered terrors await you?
It's so strange
I got my cell phone if anyone needs
that
to call.
Linkara and Angry Joe...
May the harshness of this world have no mercy on your soul. No.
So if you had to have one to protect you from the other, would you choose Linkara to protect you from Joe, or Joe to protect you from Linkara?
Oh god, that's a tough one. Does Joe have access to other Joe?
Return!
Okay, so Joe has access to other Joe, but Linkara has access to his wife.
Okay, I pick Angry Joe, dude. That's not even a question.
You know, I think I'd go with Angry Joe too. Because, you know, Lewis has the magic gun, but I think that other Joe could probably tank at least one bullet from the magic gun.
I'm pretty sure that Linkara would get himself killed from Mechacar before he'd even get close to me, before Joe would have to engage in a battle. Turd Pedro versus the Lightbringer.
Banishment is hard work. Time for me to get some old shut-eye.
Time to make the scene blue in color correction to make it nighttime.
Dramatic.
I know this place. It's my room, but not. My old review room. It's been restored. Just like at home.
Hello, I'm the nostalgia guy, remember? So you don't have to.
What is happening?
He's personally conflicted. Does he roll Molossia, or does he do Nostalgia Critic?
What?
That's not really coming across very well. In
What
this
happened
scene.
to my room? Where's my bed? Where are my things?
I thought you would like it this way.
There he is.
Mati.
Yes, it is I, Mati, from Captain Planet.
I've never understood why Doug makes Mati like such a big deal.
To remind you of...
Like it's a joke that's not funny.
I think he just has Bargov on hand and haha funny Indian.
The warning
Yes,
is...
yeah. You know, Bargov actually really wanted to be in this movie, like more than one scene, but they told him no.
Stop being a douchebag! It's totally gonna backfire!
Yeah, did I see a tidbit that he was supposed to be in the charging scene when everyone was charging in, but he was like calling to make lunch plans?
Is it your destiny
Was he
to not
calling
only
to
be
do
the
that?
first?
I'm pretty sure I read a little tidbit when I was looking up some trivia on this where it was like, yeah, he was like calling everyone's lunch in, like ordering it.
I remember he wanted to be in a lot of scenes, but he just couldn't because he was doing things. I would believe that was one of them, honestly.
He did once, when he was loyal and strong, and not an ass
Yeah,
muncher.
now I'm hungry.
Remember your roots, critic. Remember your roots.
Damn it, Mati! I should order.
My roots are here in Kickassia.
Burger, you should get Bargov to order you lunch.
I wish I could be Bargov's lunch.
Oh yeah.
I want Bargov to.
You're a fool, critic. A damn fool. You can't change your
I want the
destiny.
Walker
You can
brothers to
only
argue over who
choose
gets
to
to
read
eat my
it.
ass first.
And you
That's the
will
life I
fail.
want to live.
They'll each have a turn, but you know, they want to get in there first before the
I
other
suggest
one.
an attack. A full frontal assault by all of us. I'll orchestrate it myself.
Damn it, man! He'll have plenty of time to set off the detonator. He'll kill us all.
I can do this, Joe. I've seen Patton over 100 times.
No.
Please?
No, it's too risky. Desperate times call for desperate measures. There is only one logical option.
Spoonie.
No, you're not seriously suggesting.
Oh, that's
We
right. They
suspect
can
it's all
turn into
just
Dr.
you.
Insano, right?
No, you're crazy. You're all crazy.
Come on, quit being a poo stabber and just do it.
There's only one color for each shot. It was all intentional. It's like the Cube movie.
Give in to the madness, Spoonie. Deep down inside, you know who
You know, if they just reshot Q, but it was all of all of them, that would have been a good movie.
Yes.
Listen to your senses, man! If not for the team, then do it for us! The team!
I'm just telling you, Spoonie is a lot paler than this movie would have you believe.
You do realize that once he's unleashed, there's no holding him back.
So quick fun little fact about Cube. You know, each cube is a different color with different lighting. And they filmed all of the scenes of a certain color one after another. So like all the blue scenes were filmed no matter where they took place in the story right after another. What if they did that for this film where every scene balanced insanely yellow? Just one after another.
God, it's funny that you mentioned that because that's why all these scenes are yellow, because they did all of these scenes back to back in the hotel.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes to spice it up, they'll throw in a brown scene.
That's, I mean, that's whenever it's in front of this one curtain. It's funny, you know, Spoonie at the time was bigger than Nostalgia Critic. He was actually one of the biggest content creators on the internet. I think he was probably number 2 behind James Wolfe. But I do think that that's a nice looking shot. This is a nice looking picture, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, I appreciate that in this movie they don't really give Spoonie a lot of screen time, and then they give him this fucking like important scene later.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if they stroked his dick
right
all
on.
the time.
Yeah.
Maybe that scene looked good because Spoonie directed it and he's the only one who knows what he's doing.
I would believe that.
Do you ever think about how there were people who shipped all these people together? Yeah, dude, that's me. I ship everyone with me and Stefan.
Yeah.
I want Lewis to put on his big trench coat.
Yes. So which Lewis do you ship Lewis with? Because there are like 10 Lewis. Louis, as I said.
I ship Lewis.
No,
with
they're
Roy.
right. We gotta
I ship Lewis with 90s kid Lewis.
And he's the
I feel like
craziest we
90s
got.
kid
Are you
Lewis
ready
is
there,
Pam,
Doc?
so I don't know if that would really work.
I was born ready.
Yeah, regular Lewis is a little bit too monosexual. I don't know if that would work.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you gave into the madness. That's awesome.
Miserable Cockosaurus! Sorry, critic, but your reign of terror is at an end. Now a new reign of terror begins. My reign of terror.
Didn't Lewis have like a Dr. Link say no at one point?
I think he
You
did,
want a
yeah.
piece of me? Well, you got it.
Why?
Ow!
Because Dr. Insano was one of the most popular characters to come out of Channel Awesome. I don't know, everybody loves Dr. Insano. Spinny just did a good job playing it in the show.
Yeah. I like that sound effect. Can I hear it again, please?
Can I hear it another 18 times? I really want to see, like, Laura's family walking in the background and go,
Just like, Doug, come on, Doug, I want a cheese stick. I'm hungry. Just scoot in.
you're in the way, I wanted some wheat thins. Let me get to the cabinet.
Doug, please, I'm trying to make my famous lasagna, and it requires some concentration. You're getting in the way.
I want Doug to grab items.
I like the yelling.
This has been going on for way too long.
Insano's gone! Insane! Help me out here, will ya?
Also, the music is louder than the dialogue.
Yeah.
The scene is just loud.
It's unnecessary.
In your glass.
No offense, but
Can it be over?
Better strap in for another 20 minutes, buddy.
Spoony and then finish it. Save me from demo reel.
What if we lived in the universe where demo reel exploded in popularity and is still going today?
is down. Repeat, the NC
You
is
could buy
down.
Bounty do free lunchboxes.
I wish.
Not so fast, Eagle One. I have a few requests before I dispose of the body.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, I want Kickassia.
That wasn't part of the deal.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Oh, wait, another alteration. You didn't pray hard enough. I would also like my own flag made for me. One with the evolution of man, except with me at the end of the line. Oh, and I'd also like my own ice cream parlor. There's never an ice cream stand around when you really need one. Oh, and it better goddamn well have chocolate tip. God help you, you don't have chocolate tip. And perhaps,
You want to see a Doug Walker body pillow? I was just curious if they existed. Turns out they do.
They got his chub.
purity of unarmed combat.
He's very thick.
Well, this is just superconductor electromagnetism.
Damn, $40 for this fucking body pillow.
Sign me up.
Doesn't even have a back on it. Doesn't even have a back with his thick ass. What's the point?
I want that Doug to walk all over me, and I'll walk his ass right to my face.
Oh god,
Certainly
Doug
you've
walk
heard of
that ass over here.
It levitates bullet trains from Tokyo to Osaka.
If I was his wife, that's what I would
It
say
will
to him.
levitate my rocket ship
Every night,
when
yeah.
it finally arrives.
I'm actually surprised. Doug and James both do not include their wives and their families in their videos.
James doesn't do that purposely because he doesn't want his family intertwined with his work.
Yeah,
I
Doug
think
probably
Doug
doesn't
is-
want to share the spotlight.
Yeah. I think Doug doesn't want to share the spotlight, and
You
also
do
his
realize
family
you're
probably doesn't
standing
want
on
to
your
do it.
tippy toes,
Yeah.
don't you?
Whoa, you're not angry, Joe.
Your
That's copyrighted.
superconductor electromagnetism is nothing compared to science!
But it is science!
Well, I'm science here!
What if this is the real Angry Joe, and he just changed his appearance?
To be white?
Yeah.
God, really fucking rude of Doug to whitewash Angry Joe, a proud Hispanic reviewer.
And those pearly whites.
This fight scene has been going on for like 10 minutes with barely any interruption.
But it's got funny jokes!
Does it? Dude, Dr. Insano has some sweet shoes.
Oh, I didn't see them.
I think they were Vans.
Ooh, that's hot.
Surrender!
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, I just thought I'd give it a shot.
Wait, don't tell him!
Why not?
Well, technically, it's still Spoonie in there.
I think I still want to kill him.
Oh God!
Wait, it's not its fault!
What?
Well, maybe somebody
I
put
like
him
the
up to
Annie
it.
memorabilia back there.
Nothing, he's just
There's memorabilia for the musical Annie.
Oh. Yeah, I see it.
Conspiring against me?
Not gonna lie, Spoonie's acting in this scene pretty fucking
When he
good.
says somebody's
Yeah,
conspiring
like he's
against me.
legit trying.
I
but
didn't
he's
say
not
that.
doing a bad
I still
job.
have so much more science to do. He doesn't know what he's
The
talking
Annie's
about.
shit.
Oh, but if you hold him, the doctor help!
I think it's
Then what's
just a
going
little
on?
like, I don't know.
Nothing. I assure you, nothing is wrong.
You're a
Lewis,
part of this, aren't you?
use your magic
Me or
gun.
him?
Neither!
No.
Lewis's lips look really chapped.
I bet they are.
Help me,
I
Santa!
think it's because
Yeah,
the Warrior is too busy
paranoid
kissing
critic.
everyone
Who
else,
else
so
is
they
in
were pissed
on it?
out, you know?
Help me, Jesus!
They didn't
Yeah.
have
We're
enough
all your
lips
friends,
to
critic.
kiss Lewis,
Are you?
keep him moist.
Yes!
Are you? Help me! Santa Christ! Santa Christ!
No!
Santa Christ!
I fucking forgot about this!
I also forgot about Santa Christ.
I fucking hate Santa Christ.
What? Okay, which stale meme is the worst? Santa Christ, the Bat credit card, or when he says elephant and the Burger King comes out?
I think in terms of stale nostalgia critic memes, I think Santa Christ is the worst meme that Doug ever made. Period.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I think I'm a Dinosaur is probably like the third or fourth worst.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chuck Norris was pretty fucking horrible even back then.
I forgot about Chuck Norris.
Where he says Chuck Norris, yeah.
And then it does a Chuck Norris, yeah.
Yep. And then what were the other ones where he said elephant?
He says elephant, and then the Burger King comes out.
Yep, that one was pretty bad. I think that's probably
and then-
number 2.
And then who could forget the supervillain shuffle?
And who could forget the supervillain shuffle? Fuck, who can forget? That's not a stale one. That's a friggity fresh.
That's a fresh one.
That's a fresh plucked Douglas meme. The supervillain shuffle. I genuinely believe that even as a child, when Santa Christ was on screen, I would skip.
Yeah.
I think that Rob Walker is one of the most unfunny people I've ever seen online.
Yes. Oh, Solar Knight just brought up Big Lipped Alligator moment.
Big Lipped Alligator moment. That's it. Yeah, that one wasn't good either. That one was fucking horrible. Same vein as the elephant thing.
And the Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Chuck Norris. Yeah. Rob is just such an unfunny person, and when you
But
read,
he thinks that he's the funniest guy.
But what?
But he thinks he's the funniest guy. Like,
Yeah,
Rob thinks that he's amazing.
He thinks he's so fucking funny and clever. He's really not. And he's a fucking dickhead, too. In one of the movies, he badgered this one person who was not there to be in the shoot. Like, they were a stagehand. He badgered them to be in a scene that was a sword fight. And none of these people are trained to do a sword fight. When I was in college, we did a play of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and we had an actual sword instructor come.
I remember that.
God, it was a fucking disaster working on it. But we had an actual sword instructor come. This woman was wonderful and taught our actors to wield swords enough so that they could do this fight scene, so that they could use real swords. Doug and Rob did not do that for the sequel to this movie, To Boldly Flee. Or not To Boldly Flee. Was it?
Kickassia.
No. The one right after Kickassia?
Oh,
Suburban Nights. So there's a fight scene with swords in that movie, right? And one person, so the person Rob badgered to be in the scene gets hit with the sword and like gets hurt. And because Rob just like pulled this person wanted like them to pay for the medical bills, and Rob essentially threatened them.
Yeah, made them sign a contract while they were injured, right?
Yep, he made them sign a contract while they were injured, saying that they were not liable for hurting them. Fucking horrible. Rob is a dickhead. He's a horrible person, and he's so I'm glad that the most unfunny thing to ever come out of Channel Awesome, fucking Santa Christ, is from Rob. That's how unfunny he is. Let's keep going, by the way.
Well, gee, that's sad.
That is sad, Spoonie.
Man, if only he stayed dead.
Just killed Santa Christ. You all saw it. He came at me with a chainsaw.
We heard gunshots.
Did it come from a gun?
Holy smokes. You killed Santa Christ? I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
My God, the greatest combination of Christmas icons is dead.
Yeah.
Can I also just point out that Santa Christ is a direct
he is.
fucking ripoff of James Rolfe, Super Mega Man Christ?
Yeah.
Which was far more clever. It wasn't much funnier, but it was clever.
I hate the whole theme. I just hate it.
I completely blocked this part.
This is a sad day
of
for handsome Todd.
Yeah.
Don't get up again.
At least he died a good, strong man.
No, he didn't.
And three-dimensionally.
Hey guys, what did I miss? Santa Claus! No!
You should have been holding an Uzi.
Wait a minute. Isn't Santa Christ made out of the hopes and dreams of people everywhere? Maybe. Just maybe.
Isn't he made out of the
We wish
stale
hard enough,
humor of people
We
everywhere?
can bring him back to life.
No, we can get the stalest memes, guys. We
But do
can
you
bring
dare
him back to
try?
life.
Do you dare
Everyone
try?
send me your best rage comments. Send it to my dig account, guys.
Send it to Doug's Dig. To the Doug Dig.
To the Doug Dimmadome. Send it to my Doug Dimmadome dig account, guys, and we'll bring him back.
We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ.
Oh, that's a reference to something too.
It is, yeah.
I don't remember what though.
I don't either. It was parodied much better
And now,
play,
all the people out there, everyone who
Peter Pan
ever
Goes
cared
Wrong.
about a treasured
They
item,
do the exact same sort of
we
scenes way
believe in
better.
Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. I believe
Who are you?
Christ.
Here we go.
I believe in Santa Christ.
There's
We
Mike
believe
J.
in Santa Christ.
I believe in
That's the girl with the
Girl
goggles.
with goggles, yeah.
Believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa
You're already in the movie. You don't
We
get another
believe
scene.
in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
Of course, you gotta fit a Doug in there.
Believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in. Wait, you want me to say what?
It's funny because he's got a yarmulke.
Santa Christ を信じている。
I believe in
Oh,
Santa
goodness.
Christ. I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ. And now, all the
That
people
wasn't as
watching
many
at
as I
home,
was expecting.
come on, say it with us now.
Yeah, Team
We
4-Star.
believe in
You guys didn't know
Santa
Team
Christ.
4-Star worked
We
for Channel
believe in
Awesome?
Santa Christ, that's it.
Nobody knows that. Nobody wants to remember that.
We believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ.
Only 3 people believe it in that.
Nope, that did nothing. Toss him.
Told you it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work because you're a douche face.
That's outside of
We have to
Doug's
think of something and think of something
complex
fast.
I don't know. I still think Dr. Insano might work.
I feel like a puppy that's been raped by a bulldozer.
No more Mr. Insano. We have to think of something else.
Mr.
I think our
Insano?
last option after our last option is Linkara.
Yeah, you might have a point.
What about Linkara?
He's got the gun in the ship.
Gara?
why don't you try out some of that strategic mumbo jumbo?
Joe,
God, whenever Lewis has to act.
I know we've had.
Every time
our
I see Lewis, I can
differences in
only
the
think
past.
about how he's
We have.
probably thinking
Yes,
about wanting to
I don't
fuck
like
the
you very
green
much.
M&M right now.
Or the
Your love
Muppets,
of
yeah.
destruction
Or Dead
mixed with
Muppet,
my
yeah.
love of planning destruction might serve us well.
So you'll do it?
It's my job to do it.
It's my job to fuck the green M&M.
Alright, troops, here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna hit them during the day.
Go down to Target and buy all the green M&Ms we can find. We're gonna melt them together in a big pot. And we're gonna make the perfect bucket.
Let him have blood.
The greatest plan that man has ever known.
I'm gonna stick my dick right in that melted chocolate.
Yes, and it's also
Wait.
gonna serve as our battle plan.
This is the best part of the movie.
Just assume that Northern Europe here is a government
Come on.
house, and Greenland is the backyard. Angry Joe and I will be stationed here. Handsome Tom and 8-Bit Mickey will travel in through the back. Then Monty will come in through Messina.
I'm ready.
Wait, you can't travel that way. The countries have to be connected.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. See those dotted lines? They connect.
They do?
Well, I thought so.
I thought you needed dice for this.
Do you?
I don't know.
How do you play this game anyway?
No, guys?
That's right.
Glad you asked.
Hey, James.
You got your deck of 56 risk cards, 3 red dice, 2 white dice, 6 sets of color armies, and of course your game board, because every board game has a game board. The first step is to claim all the territories. Each player rolls 1 die. Whoever rolls the highest number gets to place one of their armies on the territory of their choice. After all territories are claimed, gameplay begins. At the beginning of every turn, count the number of territories you already own, then divide the total by 3, then add that number of armies. You can also get armies by trading in certain combinations of cards. You get the cards from capturing a territory. The attacker rolls the red dice based off the number of armies they have on the territory
Risk
which
is
attacking.
complicated.
The winner is the first greedy bastard to take over the whole world. And that's all there is to it.
Hey, that's good to know. Thanks, Board James.
Well, thank you for the
I love how high
obligatory
quality
cameo.
and well lit and shot
Anyway, whose turn was
James's
it?
scene
I think
is.
Paul had the dice roll.
Let's do this.
Hey, wait a minute! What are we doing playing a game? We're planning a strategy!
Oh, but this game is so much more fun, though.
We're planning a
I think I should enjoy
takeover!
it.
Alright already.
I'd like to point out that almost every scene that includes Wario in one of these anniversary films, he's next to a woman.
It's film brain.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
How do they know it's really you?
I wouldn't want you to know it's me, so I wouldn't admit it was me.
Confusing enough.
What are you doing here, bitch snitch?
I want to help you take down the critic. That is, if you still
Go
have
back to being a Game & Watch.
Yeah? How do we know you're not going to double
I
cross
wish
us?
he was.
Because of the nostalgia grid killed Santa Claus!
There. So you're saying you want vengeance for Santa Christ?
I want his frigging head!
Good. Then we're all on the same page now. Now, we've just decided that Lincaro's gonna plan the attack. And you just missed a humorous cameo from Board James. We're just
You
about to
just
talk about
missed
how
a
we're gonna bring
really
down the
well
Empire.
produced scene that we didn't make at all.
The best produced scene in the movie.
Alright then. Listen carefully. We've only got
The
a few
light
minutes
is
left.
bleeding in. They didn't close the curtains all the way.
They never do. You know what you can do? You can just literally take some tape, you know, and just tape the curtain down.
You think they have tape money?
I know Doug has tape money. I'm pretty sure around the time of this film was when those like Forbes articles were coming out talking about how Doug was like the first millionaire to make $1 million for making like YouTube videos or something.
Mm-hmm.
Doug was a legit millionaire, I think, at the time of this film.
Mm-hmm.
He had enough tape money.
Alright, man. Let's take them down.
Even the map has a fucking glare on it. You know what's hilarious? Could you pause it for just a sec once the title card. So, I made an unboxing video a couple weeks ago, and I made a saber showcase showing off my Darth Maul saber. And I bought a camera, and I bought 2 softbox lights, and I lit the scene. I think my video looks pretty good. If you guys haven't seen it, it's up on the channel. I think it looks pretty decent. And before I even started filming, I have this picture of Tommy Wiseau. It's in the background of all the shots in my videos now, because I think it's really funny, because he just sent me that. I didn't order that. That was a gift from Tommy himself to me. And I put that frame in the background, and I turned my camera on, and I turned the lights on, and I got the scene ready, and there's this huge fucking glare on my camera, or on the frame. The lights are hitting the frame of Tommy in such a way where there's a huge fucking glare, and it's going into my camera's lens, and it's looking really shitty. And I spent a good 20 minutes rearranging my studio and moving the camera and the lights and the frame to figure out what the best lighting would look like so that there wouldn't be a glare. And they couldn't even... 20 minutes is probably being generous. I probably spent maybe 10 minutes doing that. They didn't do that fucking once in this movie. At no point did they just move slightly to the left or turn a light off or do anything. It just makes me so mad.
I mean, So to be fair, all the actors in the scene definitely, couldn't give less of a shit, because they're there unpaid. Additionally, any crossovers they did in these 4 days, if 2 people were like, "Oh man, let's do a crossover," they actually had to give that crossover up to Doug so that he could recoup some of the money.
That's true. I forgot about that.
So, yeah. So I don't blame them, but Doug and Rob, who presumably are behind the camera, should have.
I think it wasn't just Doug and Rob behind the camera in these scenes. I mean, there were other people they had doing other things. I mean, Bargov was there doing things. Just... fuck. And I mean, you say that, right? I get that all of these people... We have to remember that you're right. None of these people were paid to be here. But almost all of them wanted to.
Yeah.
This was only a year into Channel Awesome's lifespan, really, with most of these people. They had only been on for a year before doing this, and they loved it. They were having a good time for the most part. Even in the not so awesome documents, they mentioned Kickassia as being the most enjoyable. That's why you have people like Spoonie here who are hey, we have to have water, hey, we have to do this, trying to improve the film.
Yeah.
It's just Doug and Rob not giving a fuck. It's so frustrating. Let's keep going. Part 6. The final part. Oh, in case you guys are wondering, Doug and Rob actually did come out and say why this movie was 6 parts, because then it could be different videos, and all of those videos could have ads.
Yep.
Just straight up for money.
3 little maids from school are we, fat as a schoolgirl as can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. 3 little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. Ha 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 ha. What the hell?
Excellent shot, Mr. Joe! Except for the fact that you missed. Fire again! Critic! You magnificent bastard! I read your book!
This one was a win for a smile beforehand.
That's okay.
Oh, thank God!
Doug's breath smells like nostalgia. I bet Lewis's breath smells like M&M's.
I was about to say that.
Did you hear me? Annihilate them!
I bet his foreskin smells like dead Muppets.
Do I have to start paying you so I can cut your wages?
You think Lewis pulls back his skin, to scrub the cheese? There's just M&M on there.
Just full on M&M's.
I think Lewis's smegma is actually M&M's.
Get him, Barry.
Wee, with a bee.
I love it. God help me, I love it so.
Is it Barry?
Yeah, it's Barry. Barry the mayor.
Oh, there he is.
Get out of the way, pipsqueak.
Why is this man so important?
I don't know, but I love him. He's the best one.
I don't know why he's so
never
strong.
seen again.
So,
He's
you
not
like
in any of the
being
other
3D?
movies.
Oh yes, I do. Well, tell me how these feel.
Funny guts. Wouldn't shooting fire and explosives be really stupid in an environment that's...
Who would have thought a dictatorship would be so
everywhere?
one-sided?
No.
Famous. After all the good ideas I came up with for you.
Shut up! Just shut up!
Do it, Famous.
E2, film break.
Sorry, critic, but you shot.
Doug, I'm gonna give you the nicest neck and shoulder rub.
So, you've all been plotting against me. You know, I really expected Kickassia to kick a little more ass than this. I am very disappointed in all of you.
You have indeed been hanging out with the wrong crowd, critic.
Cinema snob. How dare you return from your banishment dumb?
That was the old order. This is the new order.
New order?
Yes, one that's been coming to you for a long time. Weren't you Dr. Insano?
Yeah, I got better.
The age of Kickassia has come to an end, critic. A new age lies before us.
I didn't know that
An
that sound
age
effect was
without
from the movie.
you.
I thought that was you for a second.
spread out over.
Oh yeah, dude, my horse is just in the back.
You had your fun
I thought
running
you were
this
just
lecture,
around.
critic. Well, now it's our
Like
turn.
moving something
And
in
the
your desk.
first rule of order, a move for a medieval ass-kicking of our old president. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Have fun, everybody!
Wait! I have an idea!
Really? What is it?
The idea involves,
You
me,
getting your ass kicked.
my ass kicked! Me getting my ass kicked! No, wait.
Too late.
Hold it!
What do you want?
It's Doug
Nothing, just
time.
want to make my cameo. Bye.
How many Dougs are... 4 Dougs have been in this. Excuse me. Why didn't they just shoot that in the kitchen?
No.
I didn't even get my rocket chair.
It's over! The evil critic is defeated!
Revolution! A new dawn is upon us! The uprising has begun!
I wonder how many takes they had to do when Joe screamed in their living room.
It's 2 p.m., honey.
Well done.
Time for the scene where Joe screams in the living room.
Now, seeing as though I am next in line for the presidency, it's only fitting that I should wear the crown. You'll refer to me
That was a
as
good sound effect.
Madam President from now on.
I liked that it wasn't
Wait a
one
minute,
of the
you-
3 that they use ad nauseum.
Thing was all just an act?
Yep.
You're not really that nice?
Nope.
You're really not that stupid?
But what I can tell you is this, that I am the new rulinatrix of Kickassia. And there are gonna be some new rules around here.
God damn, that shot transition.
But it was my insight that overthrew this government. So I think that it should be I.
I bet that
taking
hat
over
smells
as
like Doug
acting
sweat.
president.
Imagine just taking a whiff of that.
Since I was the one who orchestrated this operation, it is
Lou should have
obviously
put
I
the hat on his
gonna be
hat.
president.
I was about to say that same thing.
That would have been a funny haha.
I did not put on this folksy crap for 4 years waiting for him to die.
That is mine.
Oh, this is the scene where Snob sliced his hand open. On the first take, he went to grab the hat and he fucking sliced his hand. Oh god.
Oh, it's your favorite guy.
I love how they put a lens flare effect on this scene, even though
On
they
the
didn't
third
need to.
day I rise again, in fulfillment of the awesomeness. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa Christ! It's so good to see you!
Hey, wait a minute. Why did it take you 3 days to come back? Why couldn't you just do it right away?
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever been dead before?
now?
Have you ever risen from the grave?
I guess not.
Well then, I guess you don't have any sort of frame of reference now, do you?
Did you know 20% of this movie was improvised?
Have a fellow.
Yeah, I believe that.
Doug says that he thinks about 20% of it was completely improvised, all the dialogue. I guarantee you, every line of dialogue was
Listen,
improvised.
this task wasn't any of yours to take. Now,
Yeah, so like 20% of it's improvised, but then 40% of it is just people yelling.
people actually give a damn about what you have to say.
So then another 40% of it is like actual script.
Well, what do you
That's
say
not
we
very
get
good.
back to that nice Mr. Ball fellow?
Didn't Doug and Rob have a fight
after all.
about the script in this one?
They did.
Let's give Mr.
Let me
Boss.
see if I
Where they
can
like
find
didn't
that.
talk for a week?
Yep, they didn't talk for a week. Let me find that tidbit.
Freedom! Wonder is free!
Okay. The biggest fight that well, this is the biggest. They fought a lot, actually. The biggest fight that Doug Walker and Rob Walker had over the film was the scene when Film Brain captures the cinema snob for the trial. Rob had felt that music should have been playing over the scene. He told Matthew to make the weird sounds for this reason. Doug, on the other hand, felt that the music was playing in Film Brain's head and didn't feel that the music was necessary. Doug and Rob didn't talk to each other for a week because of this. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was poorly written, but what I can gather is one of them wanted music, and the other wanted Film Brain to just make his own music in his head, or like with his mouth, and then they argued about it, which is insane.
Just not worth it.
Just not
not
worth it.
talking to your own brother for a week over that tiny squabble in your no-budget movie.
You know what's weird is that it says that they didn't talk to each other for a week. But this
How would they know?
How would they know? Because this film was filmed over... Well, they probably... Rob and Doug probably talked about it in the commentary. That's where a lot of this trivia comes from. But
yeah.
What's weird about that is that the film was only shot... principal photography was only 4 days. And then they, of course, had to edit it. So, like, during those 4 days, if this fight happened during the first day, that meant that they wouldn't have talked for the remaining 3. Could you imagine how awkward that would be on set?
Yeah.
Oh god, the Walker brothers aren't talking anymore. Just another normal week. God, imagine being related to Doug.
That I'd rather not.
Does Rob have a job?
It's being Santa Christ.
Rob doesn't have a job, does he? He just works for Doug, right?
I think so, because Doug, before, he worked in, like, an office, because there's his quit video where he got up on the table and, like, ripped his shirt off.
Yeah.
And was really disruptive to his whole office.
And very cringy.
Yeah.
I've heard reports that was staged, so everyone knew it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the boss approved it for the funny haha video, but like, still... Still,
Yeah. By the way, I just want to point out that Game Informer Kid is wearing a fedora.
You think that's Lewis's fedora?
I hope so. I hope that Lewis took this little kid in under his wing and, like, taught him some life lessons.
Taught him where to purchase a magic gun.
Yeah, showed him where to purchase a magic gun, told him where to find the best pornography.
Where to find the best M&Ms. Explaining to him that a dead Muppet feels much better on your cock than a normal
and
Muppet.
A live Muppet. Teaching him the ways of the blade.
God damn it. Teaching him the way of the go out with someone who's transitioning into being a woman and then only dating them for them having a penis and then breaking up with them when they don't have a penis anymore.
Yeah, that's a secret technique.
That's
he
a
only
secret
passes
technique.
to his strongest proteges.
Oh, fuck. Alright, let's just keep going. I want to see Joe do more things.
Shine and bask in the glory of your new world!
Do you think they green screened him in? Or do you think they actually had him there?
No, that was real. That was actually Joe there.
Need I remind you that there are 20 tons of dynamite under this nation?
Joke's on you, moron. I disconnected the dynamite after I left.
Of
you
course.
push that thing and nothing happens.
I don't believe you! I push this button and we all get blown sky high!
That was a good movie, Sky High.
Very well! For the honor!
I never watched it.
Doug, your cape is really loose in this shot.
A smug Lewis.
Lewis.
Kaboom!
Doug screams.
Punching sound effects.
Sky High was not a good movie, Tony. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was a shitty movie.
Oh, Pterosaurus, yeah, the Jack Saint video.
Because my team can't run a nation, because I can't run a nation, we've decided to give the nation back to you. So you can own Molossia again.
But it was never mine to begin with.
Oh, Christ. Alright, when you see the president, when he shows up, can you tell him that Molossia is his again?
I will relay the message.
Yeah, you do that, you twat. The fuck did I want this place anyway? Goddamn waste of time.
I wanted more Kevin in this movie.
I want to smooch Kevin.
Yes.
Hi, Kevin.
You think Doug and Kevin are still friends?
All are departed
I don't think
away.
Kevin ever wants to see
The
or
great
hear from these
shroud of the
people again.
desert rolls over the nation. Good night,
There he is in the
princes
back.
of mayhem, you warriors of virtue. The beauty of the world, the paragon
Yes,
of
why
warriors.
are you in a hoodie?
Now is the winter of their discontent.
It's a little chilly.
Did they not learn that it was theirs to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune? Did they not discover that diamonds are forever, but tomorrow never dies? Did they not recall the old Klingon proverb that revenge is a dish best served cold? Did they not learn as conquerors once before that all is fair in love and war?
No.
Funny Doug with his gun.
You think Doug drew that too?
I don't know if Doug drew this last part because it looks a little too good for Doug to draw. That Joe mustache.
That Jewish guy.
Dude. There's no way to do this.
No.
It is way too good for Doug to draw this. It's very stylized.
And there's a little cartoon Joe.
Little cartoon Joe, little cartoon, very sassy
Cartoon
Doug.
Wario.
Oh god, Wario. That's a good image of Insano coming out of Spoonie. That was pretty. I'm not gonna lie, these end credits are really good. They're better than the rest of the film. All right. Oh god.
Let's not fight anymore. The end, Kickassia.
That Channel Awesome seal of approval.
Gotta go. Oh god, is it? No, don't play it again. No. Stop.
You
I've had
know,
enough.
we commented a lot on the first watch through, but the second watch through is when you really start noticing the small details.
Oh yeah, you ready? You ready, Stefan, to strap in so we can watch Suburban Nights, and then we're gonna watch To Boldly Flee. Then we're gonna watch Atop the Fourth Wall.
Oh yeah, the Atop the Fourth Wall movie.
Then Pop Shot Squaz
Pop Squat, Kumquat, yeah.
Swatto. And end it with fucking demo reel. Wait, no, demo reel. And then we do a rewatch, final end, Supervillain Shuffle.
Supervillain Shuffle, yes.
Oh, Christ. That would be like 8 hours of content.
8 hours of pure Doug with a dash of Lewis.
You know, there's some people who watch all of the Lord of the Rings back to back extended editions every year. But you know, those people have bad taste because they could be watching the entire discography of Channel Awesome back to back.
Man, when's Doug gonna start releasing his music? You know,
he already has.
He said, "Wait, really?"
Yeah, remember when he did that review of The Wall?
Oh no!
You don't remember that?
Oh no! Yes, I remember that.
You can buy that album that he made.
I'd rather not.
Hold on, let me see how much it is. Nostalgia Critic, The Wall album. Anthony Fantano loved it. He gave it a 0 out of 10. It's really good. Nostalgia Critic. Oh, here we go. Nostalgia Critic's The Wall, explicit by Doug Walker on Amazon. It's $9.49. Listen now on Amazon Music.
That's too much.
Here, let me sign into my Amazon and see if they'll let me play some of this. That'd be cool. Is it on Spotify?
I was about to check.
Add mobile number? No, I don't.
Oh, Doug Walker, artist. Yes, it's on Spotify.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. I'm opening up the Spotify app. Here we go. Search. Fuck. Here we go. Doug Walker. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, God. There's show 5 more songs. Jesus Christ. Pick a number between 1 and 15.
I'm gonna hit you with 6.
6. So long, weird song. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Is it playing? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Does this not have Doug singing in it? Oh, there it is. Man, that was the least offensive song that we could have chosen. That's good. That's good. I was expecting that to be way worse. Would you like to heart this artist? No, I would not. Spotify. Thank you for asking, but I
heart him in real life enough, you know?
Yeah. Oh, God. Can I get a physical? Can I get this on
Can I get it on vinyl?
Can I get it on Laserdisc? Can I get this on HD
8-track?
DVD?
HD DVD.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, dude.
A review from Flaming Mudkip. Okay, guys. Do you want to talk more about Channel Awesome, Stefan, or are you all Channel Awesomed out?
I can talk about Channel Awesome a little bit longer, certainly.
Okay. Hit me up with your ending thoughts. I'm gonna end it reading this review from Flaming Mudkip, but I want you to hit me with your final thoughts on Kickassia and Channel Awesome.
You know, I remember watching this part to part because I think that did they release all the parts at once or a little bit after each other? I feel like there was a gap.
No, they definitely they released this in parts, but every subsequent showing of the film was together in a compilation, if I recall.
Well, I just remember being so excited as a lad watching this and just being like, oh man, there's Joe, there's Lewis. Oh, it's the greatest movie. And it's just sad, although, you know, people pointed out, and it's true, you can tell that the actors are having the most fun with this one, and that every subsequent movie, they're just having a worse time.
Yeah. I'm in a different boat than you, because when I was a kid, I never watched these movies. I watched them when I got older, and like was out of my Channel Awesome phase. So I have only ever watched these films ironically, which I'm very happy about. When I was a kid, even I've always felt like I've had a good barometer for quality. Even as a child, you have to understand, like, Nostalgia Critic and Channel Awesome, all this stuff, it's like super cringy to watch today. But at the time when it was actively going on, this was like really big. You know, this is what people liked. It was good at the time, you know, like Rage Comics. But even back then, part of me was just like, I don't want to watch a movie with these people.
An hour and a half. Well, yeah, I remember around the time Suburban Nights hit, which I think also released in parts. I was like, this is a lot.
Yeah. I've never watched Suburban Nights.
Did we not watch it together?
We didn't, no. We watched all of Demo Reel in college. We watched all of Pop Shot, Quaz, Shot Pop. We watched a bunch of Nostalgia Critic.
We watched the Linkara movie. I remember that. I remember sitting in the living room on the big TV watching the Linkara movie with you.
I remember that in grand detail. Yeah, that movie was...
That's such a boring movie.
It is. It's surprisingly dull. The Atop the Fourth Wall movie is just... I cannot remember anything about the film except for the one set that it had.
The like warehouse with the boxes.
Yeah, the warehouse with the boxes at the end of the movie, where they toss Linkara around into the boxes a bunch of times. That's the I remember Joe was in it.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, he was on the poster, but like, I don't even remember who was on the poster, and we looked at it like an hour and a half ago.
Nash. I actually liked Nash. Nash was a creator I quite enjoyed back in the day.
I never watched him.
You know, I think Nash would even hold up today a little bit, but I haven't watched him in years.
What did he do?
He did a few things. He did this like wacky news story show where he just compiled just odd news from around the world. He had good delivery and he knew how to like pace his show really well.
Tony has only felt disdain for these films. It's true. I don't know. It's just I appreciate what this first film represents, right? Like, it's all of them having fun and having
coming
together. But the other ones are just and I think one thing that really spoils it for me, this film, is that they put it in 6 parts to get ad revenue. That really bothers me. If this was something that was put up just like with no ads, it was all one long thing. You know, something that was a passion project, and then after it had been out for a few months, they put it on DVD after. I'd totally be for that. But this, you know, it makes it feel a little cash grabby.
God, and then the people never got their DVDs. Could you imagine working on this film, going to your mailbox every day saying, "Did Doug send me the DVD? Did Doug send me the DVD today?" and never getting it?
Yeah, people that like cameoed in this never got it. People who worked on the behind the scenes never got copies of it.
No, nobody got a copy for free. I thought.
Oh, was that this film?
Yeah.
I'd believe that. I'd believe that nobody got a copy of this for free. You know why I believe that? Because in that Indiegogo campaign that we watched the video from Doug, one of the reward tiers was like, you just get all the Nostalgia Critic DVDs that you probably already... If you are a diehard fan of Doug to the point where you're supporting his very obvious scam of an Indiegogo campaign, you probably already own his DVDs.
Yeah.
At which point, him giving you them again is just unnecessary. It's just like, wow, thanks, Doug.
Share with a friend, you know? That's a perfect gift for, like, your extended family. Give it to an aunt, to an uncle.
Share Doug with the world.
Share Doug with the world.
Let me look at the perks on this Indiegogo campaign. It's a little hard to see them. They're a little... Continue reading. Yes, please. $5 for those who were outside of the United States. This is an extra $5 charge you have to put on if you want the DVD. You don't live in the States. Okay, $10 would get you a thank you from Doug. You know what? I'll transfer this onto the full screen so you guys can see it.
B-Roy says, "Happy Father's Day. Have Doug." Funny you say that. My dad's name is Doug. Maybe I should get him Doug for the next Father's Day.
You should. You should get your father Douglas every collection, everything that Doug Walker's ever made. I'm sure your dad would love it.
Every year I'll give him a new piece of Doug Walker history.
Stefan, please stop. Father Douglas, I love you. So $10, you get a thank you from Doug. You receive a special thank you video from Doug that is not unique to you. He's the one that, 333 people got this, claimed they all got the same thank you video. $25 gets you an autographed photo, an 8x10 photo of Doug, Rob, Malcolm, and Rachel.
That you contribute to?
That you can contribute to, yeah. $50. We jump up from 25 to 50, pretty reasonable. Behind the scenes access, awesome, ×2. Thanks, Doug. With this pledge, you'll be getting exclusive access to videos showing the improvements made to the location, as well as a test episode of two for each of our new shows going forward. After each test episode is ready to go, we'll email a link for you to view it. So essentially, you get pilots of the you get a pilot of the shows that they never fucking made. So this tier is completely useless. See, $100, you get a limited DVD and T-shirt. Only 700
on your skin.
Get Doug tattooed onto your breasts. The DVD will feature 2 new nostalgia critics, 1 new Ask That Guy with the Glasses, 2 new video game confessions, and 2 new bum reviews, as well as some nice behind-the-scene videos. The shirt will be a black shirt featuring the evolution of the nostalgia critic. Shirts are available in men and women's sizes up to 2XL. Let us know your size, yada yada. Okay. They jump from 100 to 200. You get a voicemail greeting. Doug will record a voicemail greeting or another small video for you within reason. God, 7 people got that one.
What would you ask Doug to record for you for like a 30-second voice clip?
If Doug was going to record like a 30-second thing for me, I probably... I wish that I could have Doug record something for me now, because I would use that in like all my YouTube videos. You know what I would do? I would have Doug say something like, "Thanks for subscribing," and it would play that like anytime I get a subscriber on my channel. That'd be fucking hilarious. I would totally do that. But here we go. For $500, you get a Skype call with Doug and Rob for 30 minutes.
Man, if you got on the call and you were like, "I just want Doug, Rob, you could get out of here."
Give me Malcolm.
Or the other way around.
I'd ask for Malcolm. I don't want any of these.
Absolutely.
Can I trade in my 30 minutes with Doug and Rob for an hour with Malcolm?
I traded in for 5 minutes with Malcolm.
God, me too. For $750, screen your show. 9 people, by the way, did the call with Doug and Rob. That's more than the people who got the voice greeting. So 2 people paid $750, which is screen your show. Doug and Rob will screen your video series and give you some tips and pointers through a Skype call. They will critique your work for $750.
Now that's a deal.
That's a deal to make your shit look like garbage. Alright, 3 people...
Notice that the colors are looking just a little too good. You might want to muddy them up a bit.
Turn on the auto white balance, point it straight at the brightest light source you have in the room, and just let it adjust to that, and then shoot everything.
You're acting. It's pretty okay, but try doing it more like me.
You know what's funny? When I did my fucking Saber review video, I actually forgot to white balance one of the shots. And I had to go back in. It took me 5 minutes to do, but I went back in and I color corrected the shot so that it matched all the other shots. It doesn't take that long to do. Most auto white balancing can just do half the job for you. But no, Doug doesn't want to do that. And here we go. 3 people out of 10 paid $1,250, which is a super promotion. Your show will appear at the end of a Nostalgia Critic episode. I actually remember when Doug gave out these shout-outs, with a few words from Doug, as well as a link to your site/show below the Nostalgia Critic that it appears in. Please email us a link of whatever. I remember when Doug gave out a few of these shout-outs. They were very strange. One person paid for this. This is tour our studio for $1,500. Take a tour of our studio and take home a copy of every DVD/CD we ever sold in the store thus far. Note that you will need to arrange your own travel and lodgings to Illinois. Good. One person claimed the $2,000, which is watch Doug film the Nostalgia Critic. Watch Doug film an episode of the Nostalgia Critic and take home every copy of the DVD, whatever sold thus far. Also, you got to pay your own lodgings and shit. One person paid $3,500 to have lunch with Doug and Rob. Oh, this one's great because it says, in parentheses, Jim, Holly, Malcolm, Rachel, or Mike Machad as well, if requested.
If requested.
And then go on a tour of our studio, take home every whatever, get your own new arrangements. God, there's still more. Oh, these were sold out.
By the way, I just want to say, you can watch Doug film the Nostalgia Critic, you can go on the tour, but those don't include lunch.
They don't. You don't get lunch with them. If you ask for lunch with them, they'll say no.
They'll say no, they're going to eat at a separate table.
So these are the sold out ones. Before I read the big final one, these are 3 that were sold out. They only had like 100. This one had 100. The second one had 10, and the third one had 5 that were available, and they sold out. So for $100, you would get a limited edition metal print. That's pretty good.
You could cut your hand on.
You could slice your hand on, just like Rob.
Snob, yeah.
Or Brad Jones. That's his name. Sketch by Doug was $250. You could pay for Doug's shitty art. Listen, guys, I don't like to shit on artists, but Doug is not a very good one, and $250 for sketch from Doug. Come on, you could pay some really good people. Literally, like any of the people who do art and post them in my Discord channel would probably charge you less money than that and do a way better job. I've seen what you guys post. You do good stuff. And then for $450, they would link your site on that guy with the glasses. It doesn't say for how long, so maybe it was only a day. And here we go. The final big boy. Be in an episode of the Nostalgia Critic for $6,500.
Yes, please.
3 of these were available, but only one person did it. Appear as a character in a Nostalgia Critic episode. You'll need to arrange your own travel and lodging to Illinois, of course. Then get a tour of the studio and have dinner with us.
But not lunch.
Not lunch, just dinner. Plus, you'll get a copy of every DVD and CD. It's sold in the store.
What do you think Doug eats for dinner?
Nostalgia. You know that episode of SpongeBob where Plankton eats the holographic food?
Yeah.
I think he does that. I don't.
You're probably right. Food. He just, he gets a copy of like
every DVD and CD they sell in the store thus far.
DVD they sell in the store. He consumes it.
Yeah, he just bakes that into a big lasagna and eats it for every meal, every day. Do you think that these like dinner and lunch and tours and like, do you think all of those happened on the same day?
That would be horrible.
Could you imagine like you go to see Doug and he gives you the tour and you got to share it with everyone else, but you didn't pay for the lunch, so like when it's time for the lunch they tell you to leave, and then the other person only got dinner, so like they have to leave. Fuck. I can only imagine. All right. I'm gonna read one last thing and then we can end it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you to read if that's cool, because I just read the whole last thing. Serenade us with your voice. The review is from Flaming Mudkip. It's 5 out of 5 stars.
All right.
You'll see it when you scroll down.
I see. Mankind will never have another musician as talented as Douglas Walker.
Good start. It's a good title.
I was a skeptic. Pink Floyd's The Wall was one of the most pretentious pieces of music ever. Besides the fact that it was criticized our great president, it sounds horrible and the story was hard to follow. I don't think a parody album from Doug Walker could save it. I didn't think. I was wrong. This album is so beautiful that after it was over, I cried for a month straight. Doug Walker's vocals are like an angel singing to you once you enter heaven after living a life of turmoil. This has surpassed Saint Anger as my favorite album of all time, and I don't take that lightly. I hope Elon Musk and the Space Force send this album to space so that any possible life form out there can listen to this crowning achievement in music. As for me, I'm tempted to buy the most powerful headphones on the market to play this full blast, blowing out my hearing. I kind of want the last thing I ever hear to be this beautiful album. However, perhaps Doug and the great Mike Machad can create another musical masterpiece to surpass even this one. Any hate this album gets is from people who are too unintelligent to understand it, or fans of the angry video game nerd.
Well, fuck. Playing Mudkip's out here throwing shade. If you like James, you're a fucking cuck and you can't appreciate Doug. That's what he's saying.
Honestly, it's... after Bart's Nightmare, I wasn't sure that he could surpass it.
After the Nostalgia Critics review of Bart's Nightmare.
But he did.
Wow. What a time to be alive. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Chill Vibes. I hope you had a good time.
I had a good time.
I'm glad that you had a good time, Stefan. That was the best time. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. You got any closing thoughts, Stefan?
No, just we